Oh. I know I forgot something. There we go. Okay. Nope. Okay. Hello. Welcome in. How you doing? It's Friday. Why do I sound like that? Because I'm drinking a beverage. Ahem. Am I muted? No. There we go. Anyway. But welcome in. It is Friday. It is me, Semi, Enigma, and Eldritch Dragon Mom Boss. How you doing? So let's see here. We got the robot. Hello. We have Elliot. Hello. We have Azure. Hello. We have Sebas. Hello. We have AJ being a butt. Hello. And we have Ruffy. Hello. Then we have Hexicles. Hello. And Niles. Hello. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. But rude, yes. I'm very good. I hope everyone's doing good. This is what happens when I eat gushers before stream. My voice sounds a little bit too smooth for my liking. I don't like it. Bonk me. Can't believe this. Gotta mind your own business. You bonking me. Can't believe it. Ah! I don't like how smooth my voice sounds. I hate it. You just chillin', had 2 drinks here. Now you are super chill. Good. I can't be chill with alcohol. I get loopy. Like, super loopy. You know, you probably deserve it. Yeah, probably. I probably do. I always deserve it. Also, I love how smooth my voice is. Ew! No, I don't want it. I don't want smooth voice. I want to be terrible. I want to sound I want to sound like the gremlin from your nightmares. Listen to the smooth sound of my voice. Yeah. Well, too bad. Well, fuck. I guess we're gonna just have to deal with my slightly smoother voice than usual. Well, damn. Demo just got your electric air duster today and used it to clean both the keyboard and the computer. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I've been pretty good with diligently cleaning out my computer because of how dusty my room gets. So I'm trying to keep that from happening. My day's been pretty good too. Hi Angel, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? Unfortunately, I have a slight issue with my voice today. It sounds a little bit smoother than usual. Please do not get used to this. I hate it. Some people are like, Sammy, you sound the same. I'm like, yeah, I know. I can hear the difference. Hi Litra, hello, welcome in. So now you don't sound like a used car salesman. No, I like that voice. I like the used car salesman voice. It's my favorite. Your voice is also awesome? Ew. No, it's not. Just chilling today in a rainy day. Okay, that's good. I like rain. Like a lot. It's nice. It's nice. Like, you know, it's just kind of drizzling, you know? It's pretty good. Send me girlfriend ASMR when? Never, because I'd be a terrible girlfriend. I'd be like, hello, honey, how are you today? Oh no, honey didn't wake up because I knocked him unconscious with a frying pan. I think he might have a concussion. Oh no. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to throw him in the dumpster. Strict boss anthem. Maybe. Oh fuck. Well, there you go, chap. That's all the smoothest you're getting out of me today, because today we're back to the goofton. I know what he needed. He summoned the goof. That's what you have to do. It's a voice I imagine going, hey, how's it going? Toots. No. I don't sound that bad. I just sound weirdly, well, goofy voice notwithstanding. It's worship. Goofy finds the Say-So Vault. No one is allowed near the Say-So Vault. No one. If you find the Say-So Vault, I'll have to kill you platonically in Minecraft, or whatever the kids are saying. On the moon. Wait, no, you could actually die on the moon. Never mind. Not on the moon, because the moon is a killable place, and that would be bad. Don't do that. Don't be killing people on the moon. God, my accent is starting to get a little weird. God, I got my favorite question today, which is, Cindy, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from here. They're like, where's here? And I'm like, here isn't here, bitch. Like, what do you want me to say? I'm from here. I was born up the road. What do you want? I actually was born up the road for my job. You know what would be a perfect use of your smooth voice? The dragon purr. Ugh. Wait, did somebody redeem it? I hope not. I don't know if my throat can handle that today. Let me look. Somebody might have. That's not good. Dragon purr, I'm not doing it. Oh, did I freeze? Oh, fuck. I did. Shit. Oh, no. I froze. Well, this is off to a good start, isn't it? Am I gonna have to be PNG today? Whoa. Let me try restarting it. Oh, jeez. Come on, man. I'm gonna need you to, come here. Come here. I'm gonna need you to, end, please. Thank you. Let's see if we can get it back, shall we? One of those days, it looks like. See, this is why we can't do smoother voice, because it turns into this. It just turns into this. That's why. And here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. I put my my arthritis ointment on. And now I can move again. There we go. I live. Sometimes this happens. No, I do what I want. If I would like to stand on the table, I should be able to stand on the table. I should be able to do whatever I want, and therefore I shall do whatever I want. You can't make me do things I don't want to. Nah. Smooth voice. Really? Only 5 points? Damn. I would like +3, actually. I don't want +5. I want +3. 3 is a nicer number. It's rounder. It's a rounder number. Break your hip. I'm not gonna break my hip by standing. I'm gonna break it by sitting. I felt the pop again when I sat down earlier. I sat down and just like, oh, there it is. Oh god. Not now, but like that's what I was feeling at the time. So yeah. I was like, Janka, hello. You must have consumed a lot of butter to make your vocal cords that smooth. Actually, it was like Gushers. I ate Gushers before stream. So now my voice is all fucked up, but I hate it. I don't like this. I don't like it. I want to sound like a jackass. Yeah. This is stupid. I don't like it. Do you know how hard I worked on that voice? On my like normal, vaguely Bostonian voice? Not at all. But if I did, it would be funny. Yeah, I chew fossils every morning. I chew fossils every morning to make my voice gravelly. But no, the Gushers destroyed all my hard work. Damn. I'm very sure it'll get gravelly later. It usually does, you know? Anyway, did y'all enjoy my art yesterday with the big beefy lady and her Twinkie husband? Oh man, that was so cute. Just dust gathering your voice. Okay, the Azrael, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Eldritch Dragon Mom Boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. How are you doing today? Do not get used to this voice. I know it sounds calming and nice, but normally I sound like ass. So don't get used to it. And so it got me thinking, what it got you thinking about, Rajanka? What it got you thinking about? I am old. There's no implying I am old. Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Hey, Sleepy, hello. Welcome in. How are you? Hope you're doing good. My lip syncing is probably gonna be terrible. Oh, it'd be like that. But yeah, I'm gonna draw another couple today. I hate this voice. It's too charming and seductive. Change it back. Change it now. I told you this happens. And I hate it. My favorite ship? Well, I do like it, the ship. Yes. Someone feed this woman some gravel. Hi, Gamma. Hello. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good today. Yeah, I hate this. I just tend to sound so much worse than this, and I'm just like, damn it. Someone give me back my terrible voice. Hey, Cat L. Hello. Welcome in. How are you today? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing all right, except for the curse of the Gushers, apparently. But other than that, I'm doing quite well. No! Damn it. People are like, Sammy, you sound so lovely, so smooth, so pretty. Why don't you sound like this all the time? And I don't want to. God damn it. Oh, happy birthday tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday. Happy birthday. Damn me now, people will shrimp for me twice as hard. Yeah. This is normally like something that only happens like, this is a softer voice than this. Unfortunately, this is kind of my default voice. Kind of. Like, it's hard to say, right? Because normally my voice is a lot like a lot more like gravelly, a little bit more rumbling. And it's because my throat's always dry. Even though I drink a lot of water. But this is kind of how it is after I eat, like, you know, gushes or bread or something. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Fine, bitch. All right. Neil, I do appreciate our talks every day, and I do just love your general chaotic energy. It's very fun, and you're very silly on Twitter as well, keeping the joke of the bread store alive, as you should, you lovely piles of bones, you. So continue to be my very good pile of bones and fruit rack. Get a kiss on the forehead. Mwah. There you go. I hate you. Anyway. Oh, don't say you love my voice. I hate it. Okay, we're up. No! So what you're saying is we should spam hydrate? No, normally hydrate doesn't help. It has to be something, something else. Like if I ate bread or something. Like that's why I usually avoid that before stream, because I don't like sounding like this. I hate you for making me blush. This isn't how our friendship works. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I hate that you hate your voice. Like, I don't hate my voice. I just hate the effect it kind of has on people. Because, like, 9 times out of 10, I don't sound this way. Like, I usually don't sound like this. I don't sound this smooth or relaxed. I tend to sound way more energetic and, horrible. So, right now, I'm just like, fuck. People are gonna walk in here and be like, Semi, you sound so nice on the ears. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want to sound like there's gravel pouring into your ears. That's what I want to do. It's fun. It's fun. But no, I've been robbed of my gremlin. Someone give it back. I'm gonna have to take my medication, which is, I don't know. You're beautiful 24/7? Ew. Do not want. I hate this. It's awful. Now your voice changer broke. We found out Semi is an actual. Damn it, now I can't pretend I'm just secretly a 50-year-old man. No, my cover, my street cred. Damn. How did I get to this? How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. I guess it's just gonna be like this until it runs out, I guess. I don't know. Rep to my street cred. Let's see. Anyway, enough about my terrible voice. How have you been doing? What is your plans for the weekend? What are you doing this weekend? I'm gonna try and actually redo something with my model because I think I found out what the deal is. Now you're a charming ton to quit stream. Ah, yes, now you've all fallen for my trap. I'm gonna. No, I can't say it. I can't say it. Not this close to April Fools. But yeah, I'm gonna actually redo something with my model because I think I found an issue with it. You're gonna be writing more. Nice. I hope it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna probably be doing some fan. Sorry, I burped. But I'm probably gonna be doing some writing too. Just general writing, you know? Why yes, I do always look mildly terrified when I'm burping. I should be writing and stream planning more, but I'm lazy. That's a mood. One of these days, I need to actually do like, kind of like just, I don't know, kind of like a little round table. Like, because I love talking to other streamers about their plans, because it's fun. And also just helping people out and getting them some resources and stuff like that. Like, that's some of my favorite things to do. Might need to do that at some point, you know? I think I already have my references for today. Wait, let me, while we're chatting, let me look up something right quick. Like I want to, just because I feel like especially indies have a very hard time with, honestly, just kind of have a hard time when it comes to networking and stuff like that. Let's see. And then let's see. Yeah, close enough, close enough. But yeah, I want to basically do something like that simply because I feel kind of bad, because especially like smaller indies have a very hard time being able to reach out to anybody, and I want to be able to help with that. I'm not big by any means. I'm literally hovering at that weird line between small and big, or no, between me. I'm at medium right now. I think I'm at medium. But I'm not like big or anything. Like I don't get like the big views or anything, which honestly I don't know what my viewership is because I refuse to look at it, because it kind of like affects your mood, you know? It affects your mood. So I refuse to look at my my not my word count. You know what I mean? I refuse to look at that. Just because I want to be able to just kind of be authentic with you guys. But yeah, I kind of want to just have a nice little like a little business conference with some, and just in a Discord call, and just be like, okay, hey, like, you know, like maybe like once a month or something. Yeah, it's part of the moderator etiquette to never mention viewer counts. Yeah, I don't like when people do that. You fool! Hi Jack, hello, how you doing? Yeah, it does. I know some people really feel really affected whenever that happens, so I do not ever want to mention it. Oh, Jack noticed. Fuck. I thought I could just pretend. To chat. But no! You had to notice. Fuck! I'm fine. It's just my throat's extra lubricated today with gushes. I really like gushers. They're so delicious. I love gushers. I just forgot they had this effect on me. I hate this. Hey, what do you mean? Hey, yo! Road rash. You know what, Jack? Never change. Never change. You want to be butted? All right, here you go. Let me get your butter. Let me get the butter. Where put my butter at? Why am I always misplacing my butter? Butter. Where are you? I thought I put it. Oh, here it is. Here you go. You get the tiny butter today. Butter. Butter. There you go. You're nice and buttered now. You're nice and slippery. I didn't consent to the buttering. No one does. Well, except for Cat L, I guess. Cat does. But don't worry, Jack. You're fine. You'll be hearing from my attorney. Good. You'll also be hearing from my attorney, who's a sexy attorney. I have to add that. It's like attorney sexy at law. That sounds sussy as hell. It's like sexy attorney at law. I'll be taking that attorney to bone. Get out of here. I can't. Oh my god. No one can take me seriously with this stupid voice. Yeah. Hey, Alban, hello. Welcome in. How are you today? I hope you're doing good. My voice is fucked up today. How's it going? I'm just gonna keep adding that disclosure every single time someone pops in. Be like, hello, welcome in. My voice is fucked up today. How are you? You can't tell me what to do, stupid sexy stuff. Hey, Jamajin, hello. Welcome in. How are you today? My voice is all fucked up. How are you? You doing good? Never. Nuh-uh. The bone zone is closed. Not the bone zone. So I'm not gonna lie, I always thought like the bone zone was like, you know, when you go and get yourself some like chicken wings, you have like the little plate of the discarded wings. That's what I would totally call the bone zone. Oh, well, that was a bot. Bye, bot. I'm good eating steak mushrooms for breakfast. Sounds good. That's very good. Yes, yes, you're the bone zone and you're also the fruit rack. Indeed. I still like calling you that. Let's see. I think I got everything I wanted. I'm gonna do something super simple today when it comes to drawing. I'm gonna, because I already have the other couple, you know, barbarian lady and twink hubby, who is a cleric. I just at the time didn't think to put him in his cleric clothing. New stage name or something. I don't know. Stickman drawing of you? Ew, no. How dare you? A stick could not contain all this booba. I hate talking. Seriously, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with this voice situation here? Hey, I found a stream that because of the art. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad. Also, welcome in, welcome in. Seeing so much Studio Ghibli AI slop on my timeline. Should sue these corporations. Yeah, the AI thing. I gave up. If you could, I'll prove it with my own drawing of you someday. I mean, I suppose, but all I imagine is just a stick with two gigantic balls on it. Because I have to have the booba, or else it's not me, you know? Anyway, let's get the party started. But yeah, I really did like doing the art for that. It was very fun. So I'm gonna probably do something similar today. Literally found you because of YouTube recommendations, really? Also, hello, welcome in. How are you today? Look at you do your little dance. Anyway, let's go ahead and get some art started, because the less talking I do with this terrible voice, the better. Okay. Let me get everything set up right. That's not what I want. Balls. Okay. Put this over here. Okay. Let's go. And we're gonna go ahead over to here. Okay. Oh! I'm here twice. Oh no, double the semi. Let's see. What is causing this little situation here? Oh, okay. I think that's the wrong one. Where's the other one? Ah, here you are. There. Fixed it. Okay. Let's go on ahead. Bring this up here. All right. Art time. Let me make sure. Okay, yes, it is visible. It is visible. Triple, I'm in danger. My voice got stuck. I don't know what to do. Double semi, if to say, does that mean I'm a full enigma? Triple, go stand in the corner and think about what you just said. Anyway. Yeah, my voice got stuck like this because of gushers, and I have to, I guess, wait for the gushers to dry out or something. I don't know. But I'm a little bit more sultry sounding than usual, which sucks, in my opinion. Sucks. Funny thing is, I would have to draw with my mouse. No. Just do a pencil drawing and take a picture of it with your phone. Just be normal about it. Warm up, warm up, warm up, warm up. Let's see. Love to brush your hair. Nice save. What do you mean about the content? How dare you? The content, the memes, daddy. Oh, you could just hear the straining in my voice. I hate this. Oh well, oh well. This will just be the weird honestly, I forgot to show that there was an episode scene from a guy was like crazy but not made a girl of smashed potato. Jack, I don't know what you're talking about, but go lay down. Anyway, so I think... Now, the problem is, what kind of pose should I do? Because they're not, obviously it's not gonna be another barbarian, because I need to be a little bit different. Let's see. I had a nap earlier. I'm not tired. You sound like a child. I still don't know what Jack is talking about. Do you? Translate for me, please. Could you please translate for me what Jack said? You speak Jackese. What does he say? What is he trying to say? 1 second. I'm just looking at my... Let's see. I think I'm gonna do this one. I like this pose here. So I'm gonna just take this pose here, and this is gonna be our base, okay? Gonna be our base. Sounds like they are watching Flapjack or Chowder. A guy was making a woman out of mashed potatoes and the boob fell off. Huh. Okay. So he yelled more. He yelled and more mashed potatoes. I see. Jack, you're kind of weird sometimes, but it's okay. Let's see here. So I'm obviously gonna have to make some changes here. Let's see. All right. What are you bonking me for? Let's see. I might do the same method I did yesterday, which is basically just cleaned up sketch, because I kind of like that style, actually. I kind of like it a lot. Let's see. I'm kind of weird too. No, there's nothing wrong with being weird. I checked in, the scene is from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh, okay. All right, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. All right, cool. Well, thank you very much for your weird segue, Jack. Thank you. Let's see, so since this is a dude, we're not gonna have as much boob action going on here. Let's see here. We're gonna have a big man. We're gonna have big man. Let's see here. Making it a little bit more angular. Oh yes, don't forget to save. So we're gonna save this. Hopefully by next stream, my voice will be back to normal and I can once again grate your ears into oblivion. But for now, we're just gonna have to settle. Okay. This is gonna be big and small. Twink. There we go. Fine, I'll draw you in it with pencil and paper only because I can't figure out Microsoft Paint. Good. Look at you. I'm very proud of you. Let's see. I just want the general pose here. Because I don't want to like... Oops. Because I don't want to trace it too much, you know? Look at that. There we go. I guarantee someone's gonna fall asleep to my voice being like this. They'll be like, wow. You sound so boring. And I'll be like, oh no, it's happened yet again. There's nothing I could do about that though. Wait, let's go back to you over here. So we got, worry not, we shall give him a booty though. He shall have a beautiful booty. Let's see here. Hi Adept, hello. How's it going? I'm doing all right for the most part, except for the fact that, you know, my voice is stuck. But other than that, I'm doing very well. Let's turn that off so I don't get too distracted by posing. But yeah, unfortunately, my voice is a bit stuck. Oh. Let's see here. I'm gonna just put your hands right there. There we go. It looks good. And I'm gonna change a little bit of the posing here, because I don't want it to be the exact same, because that's where cheaters come from, right, chat? That's where cheaters come from. And I only cheat on tests. Hope your voice box gets back to working order. Me too, because I don't like how smooth this sounds. This feels very, this feels like it's against the natural order, you know? That's what this feels like. It feels like it's against the natural order. For me to be this soothing and calm. You know, we need to go back to the better times where it's basically just, wow, Sammy, listening to you makes my head hurt. And I'm like, of course. That's the way this goes. That'd be super funny. Who knows? Maybe I'll go back to normal at the end of the stream. When I least suspect it. Let's see here. Let's see. Look at this. We got a big guy and a little guy. It's breaking the nature of the universe and breaking the fabric of reality. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Alright. What are we doing with your other arm? We'll put it like right here. We'll put it right here. There we go. I'm gonna make it nice and relaxed. Yes. Nice and relaxed. Like, I know this is a pretty, like, standard pairing where you got like the small and the big, but I'll put my own little twists on it. I think it'll be fun. Because, like, one thing I like about actually we could talk about the shipping dynamics, because that's something that I was thinking about all day. But like, because I remember like all this kind of started because of that one with the like, oh, you know, like it was like the original like tweet was kind of hard to figure out what the tone was supposed to be, like if they're making fun of people or not. But I actually do like pretty much a lot of ships. Normally I don't, there's some ships I don't like solely because I don't like how weird they are. It's done? Well, that was quick. I'll probably look at it later, okay? I shall look at it later. Let's see. I have to save every 2 seconds with this thing. Let's see. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm looking for here. Okay. There we go. Like that. Let's make it a little bit more. There we go. Anyway. Hey Bravebeard, hello. It goes good. I got a nice solid pose, and now I'm just basically fleshing everything out. We're gonna give you actually a lower ponytail. I think I'm gonna do that with you. You're gonna get a lower ponytail. Uppies are always good. They are always good. We do love ourselves some uppies in this house. Make this a little bit more angular, actually. There we go. And why does he have long hair? Because he does. Because I like giving everybody long hair if I can help it. I just like doing it. Let's see. Because you're gonna have a braid as well. Like that. This will look really good, I think. Let's see here. Cries in male pattern baldness. You could always just wear a wig. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, but I hope you're doing good, Brave. Unfortunately, my voice is stuck in softness today, so you're just gonna have to suffer. I'm sorry. Let's see. I actually did decide to base where these two are or where they're from for one of my worlds. So he's actually going to be from Hajir, and he's going to be from, well, originally he was from kind of this barbarian nation, but he's a fighter. So no, not the rapid clips at all, but clip my voice. Oh my god, be like, you guys, we don't know when she's gonna sound like this again. Sorry, I hate the feeling of being charmed. It's vile. Oh no. Let's see. We're gonna do like this. Look at him. He's so sad. There we go. Let's see. Did I break something? I probably did. Fuck. Let me look. Probably something silly. Wait, let me see something. Let me see something. Because I might have broke something. One second, let me go check my toggles right quick. One moment. I thought I saw it earlier. I'm checking something. One second. Twitch. It's no, not channel points. It's channel points. Okay. Everything else was working. Let me look at head pads. Let's see. To be fair, mixed up has been a little weird. I need to get a new PC. Sadly, my current one is not doing good and seems to be the graphics card. Oh, that sucks. It seems Mix It Up is having a bit of an issue, it looks like. Which is what I use to do redeems like headpad and stuff like that. It seems to be having a problem. Let's see. Let me try something. Let me try something right quick. Damn, I'm having scuff left and right, aren't I? First my voice is scuffed, now this. One second, I'm gonna restart it. Just give me a second. Because it was working earlier, but something weird happened. Otherwise you're just gonna have to waste your points, I suppose. I'll probably have to like turn those redeems off at first. Skip that. Log in. Because I did try to update it recently, but I think that might have broke something somehow. Because there shouldn't be... It's been also having a hard time getting it. Okay, so... Let me try it now. Let's see. Because it was working earlier. That's the thing. It was working earlier. Okay, now it's working. That was weird. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay. So anyway, back to this. I'm just going to do... He's gonna have like... It's gonna probably have some scars too. Let me map those out. So we got here, 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 here. We're gonna give him one of my favorite ones, the little X face. He's gonna get the X face. Except I want this to be a little bit longer than the other. Let's see. And, well, maybe not. He's gonna get those. Just imagine right after this sweet cuddle, he just throws a javelin. Well, to him, but throws him like a javelin. Let's see. Here. No, he'll actually get the one right across the face. He'll get that one. Because I don't want it to be too redundant. So he's gonna get the one across the face. He'll also get one over here. No, he won't. Because he's gonna have most of his face covered with hair. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and sketch some of this out. Actually, like, I was totally imagining how these two pretty much are, and they're very cute. Basically, you got this guy. He's very like emotive, very expressive, and then you got this guy who just speaks in nothing but do you know that word bubble that's just like dot dot dot? He only speaks in those. I think that would be cute, like kind of to make it a little bit different from the other couple. So this one is basically you have an overexpressive twink and a silent giant man. I think that's cute. Yeah, he's got the stoic bubbles. He's a very stoic, bubbly man. Let's move this over here. I'm gonna have you mostly in profile. Okay. The smaller twink crawls under a giant like a spider. Oh my god, you guys like misgendering my poor masculine man just because he has long hair. How dare you? This is two guys this time, because I almost never draw dude couples. Like ever. I'm actually doing that for once. Didn't see the twink was also a man. Yeah, I want, because I almost never draw this, so this is like more for me than for than anybody else, just because you know, the ear will be up here. Because I don't draw like dudes together very often, mainly because I just don't feel like it, because I don't like most ships, honestly. But I want this one to be cute and supportive, you know. Let's see here. It. Get the feminine brows. Okay, so this will be the himbo added to your himbo database. Yeah, they could both be himbos. It'll be fine. There we go. Male and male love is in your own art. How dare. What's next? The loving and supportive of each other's hobbies and friend groups. Yeah. Mainly because, like, I like the idea of, like, you know, like, because he's like, you know, from a prominent family, and he got kidnapped, and, you know, he saved him, and, like, one of them fell in love and eventually won the other over. Probably this guy. He probably fell in love first, and then he got this guy to fall in love with him. Here. And he has the big old manly eyebrows. Big old manly eyebrows. Because we gotta give him big old manly eyebrows. There we go. These are dem slugs? How dare you? Eyebrows as thick as the shelter. Let's see here. He's not sure how to feel. He doesn't know what to do with this emotion. You're so cute. He doesn't know what to do. He's gonna cry. No. I can't take your retaliation seriously. God damn it! I hate this. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix my voice chat? How do I do it? I probably should do a tier list. I should probably do it. Well, fuck. Also, hello there, Fabled Grim. Welcome in, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Eldritch Dragon mom boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick your badge at the front desk. I hate this. How do I fix my voice? I'm going home. Get some sandpaper and throw your... I should do that. I should just like be like Daniel, get the sandpaper. Go. Actually, let me go ahead and get your manly jaw. There we go. Yes. Eat some nails. I don't have any nails. I only have this, you know, this thing of teeth. This thing of teeth. That's all I've got. And I'm not gonna eat my precious teeth. I like my teeth too much. Let's see, so for your hair, yes, that's good. I don't have like any lemons either. I don't have anything. Let's see here. Right. Probably not way over there. This is a bit better. This. There we go. That should be good. Like, I'm just gonna hope my voice goes back to normal at some point. If not, you're all just gonna have to suffer. You're just gonna have to suffer, and there's nothing we can do about it. There we go. And I'm just gonna do a bit of a shortcut for these because that's the easiest way to do it. All right, let's see. Oops. Oop. There we go. Like that. It'll make sense later, I promise. Okay. I'll fix that later, and then we're gonna have you got your finger here. And these two. I don't think I'm really doing all that much this week, like other than like because I think I figured out like why the one model I was working on is kind of wonky, so I'm gonna figure that. Look, he's got an apple. He's got a little Adam's apple. He's got a little Adam's apple. There you go. The epitome of manliness. It's the Adam's apple. That's totally how that works. There we go. There we go. That looks a little bit more natural. Let's see. Okay, so now let's see. Oh, I did not mean to do that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's see. You got your ear. And I just imagine he's like someone who also has like a lot of hair over his eye. Even though he's a, don't worry, he still can kick butt. It's just he does it with bad depth perception. Thank you very much for the hydrate. Hi Dale, welcome in, welcome in. How are you today? I am dealing with weird voice issues. Help. I hope you're doing good. We got these cute guys here being adorable and whatever. There we go. Nice. Oh, doesn't even matter. I just covered it up anyway. Fuck. I went through all through that. I just covered it up. Oh, jeez. How's it always end up like that? How's it always end up like that? My PC case arrived, so I'll be back on PC tomorrow. That's good. I do wish you very much luck. I wish you all of the luck. You're gonna have like shorter sleeves, actually. Well, not shorter, but like they won't be flared out. Okay. Like that, and then we got the muscles. Also, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. Oh well. I do kind of want to do that, the himbo tier list. I might actually do that. Hello, Nerwandia. Nerwandia. Wait, didn't you come in earlier? Didn't you like come in earlier? Whatever. Thank you very much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. Let's see. You look so sad. You look so sad. He doesn't even know how he got here. He's just a sad boy. he's a sad boy. He's like, he doesn't know why he's here. He's just sad. He's like, tiny husband, hold me. I want that to be the exact the words he said. He's like, tiny husband, hold me. He's so funny. Let's see here. No, it was kind of more like, here we go. Do. All right, and that. See, I don't know how I got here. I swear I might have actually spawned in your office, given a pity drop, probably. Small hubby, hold me. He's like, hold me, scared. He doesn't even know how he got here. He just knows that he's like, it feels wrong and weird. There we go. And he is also just platonically has his hand right under the butt. Like a normal person. Anyway. Sad himbo barbarian requires his emotional support twink. Exactly. He needs his tiny support twink husband. He's like, help. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. And his big gigantic sausage hands. Platonic butt holding? No, this isn't platonic. This is romantic butt holding. He's romantically holding his husband's butt. Oh my god. Okay. And like that. Okay, good. Max chipped in the blacksmith yelled at me again. He's mean. Aww. That's so cute. I can't. He's just like, I'll talk to the blacksmith for you. Would that make you feel better? He's like, yes. Or sorry, dot dot dot. Oh my god, that'd be so cute. Let's see. Oh yeah, I should probably put clothes on him or something. Probably put clothes on this gigantic thick man. Thanks, small hubby. Where am I gonna put his clothes? Where am I gonna put his fucking clothes? Like, I don't know what kind of outfit what kind of clothing am I gonna put on you? You're gonna get like a t-shirt. A firm head nod. Soft. I support this. Triple no. You have to. We can't do that to him. That title is so mean. I should probably put. Okay, you know what? He's just wearing pants. He's just wearing pants. There we go. We also got to show off all these scars he's got going on. You know, we gotta show off all the scars. So he's not gonna need a shirt. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Me remembering I have to show all the stupid scars he's got. Is your setup a little smaller than usual or just my phone screen? I don't know. He's shirtless and strong. Let's see here. It's like all he wants is just to be comforted by a small husband. That's all. He just wants to be comforted by small. Oh man, I'm very anyway. He's trying his best, you know. He tried his best. Let me look this up a little bit actually. Here we go. Much better. Not to say so, boy. Can't believe this. Why am I being say-so? I'm being censored. Help. Small hubby hold me. Sorry, just small hubby help. It's okay, it's okay. It's like, I got you. Oh, wait. We have to confuse people more by giving small hubby like the most fabulous lashes in the world. Like everyone must be thoroughly confused by this person's gender. Oh god. Let's see here. And like a big old array. Someone tried to like chop his dick off at one point, but they did not succeed. His dick was saved with the assistance of the Powerpuff Girls. I'm going to hell. Someone help me. What do you mean, ma'am? Stop trying to give people worked out confusion. No, I will do what I want to do. Fabulous lashes, gender ambiguity, ambiguity. Would be modern art without it. Exactly. I think that's pretty good. Okay. And fix that. Me forgetting I don't know how to fucking braid. It looks a little weird around there. Okay. And the tried was was the right. Oh, God. Ah. Let's see here. Okay. It looks good. And I'm gonna have all kinds of weird filigree on here. Let's see. Let's shrink your hands a little. Just a smidge. There we go. There we go. Small helping ain't small everywhere. Yes, that's right. He's actually the top, everyone. I'm going to hell. Someone help me. Like, get these guys away from me. Before I make even more loonier lore. Like Fiddlerk. Let's see. And that would be the best yaoi fanfic. It all started when I was kidnapped one day. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just imagining, just like, it all started when I was kidnapped one day. Oh, man. He's so adorable, though. Look at him. He's such a cutie. He's so cute. Okay, so I just gotta, like I said, I'm just gonna clean up the line art a little bit. I'm gonna clean some of this up. Okay. Let me clean up this. Excuse me, goodness. Technically I should just ink this, shouldn't I? It won't take me that long to ink it. I'm just being a bitch. Alright. Inking time it is. Burp. Anyway. Alright. But I'm gonna do my favorite trick though. Which is making everything purple. Black. There we go. It starts with this image and he's like, yep, you're probably wondering how I got here. He's like, you're probably wondering how I got here. With this gigantic beef of a man hugging me. Well, it all started when I discovered I was gay. Let me stop. I'm like, oh no, I gotta ink this because like I want this to look like legit, so I'm like, fuck. Especially because they're a little bit more complete than the other pair, so I'm just like, we're just gonna give them the most fabulous lashes. Like, fabulous. Hey, those things go 20 feet off his face. Alright. That dang inking always, like, it is, but sometimes I do need to just suck it up and do it, you know? Sometimes I just gotta do it. Right. That. It all started when I had my first attraction to a male. We forgot to say no homo beforehand. Well, things went from there. I had totally imagined, I'm like, no, this guy knew he was gay from the start. Like, he straight up knew. Because there's nothing more annoying to me than, like, you have a bunch of, like, you know, like, gay characters, but they refuse to acknowledge that they're gay whatsoever. And I'm like, no, this guy knew. He not just him either. He knew, his family knew, like, everybody knew this guy was gay. Like, just straight up, not even trying to hide that shit. Like, I just, because he's like, he has like, I decided to give him two twin siblings. He has a ton of siblings, but he has like twin siblings. And I just imagine he's just like, sister, I need to confide in you. And she's just like, well, what? She's like, what is it? He's just like, I believe I'm attracted to men. She's just like, this surprise is literally no one, but go on. And he's just like, well, you took the wind out of my sails now. She's just like, well, he's like, well, you like to get up at the crack of dawn to watch the guards practice every morning, and you're definitely not going into being a guard, so it's pretty obvious. He's like, how many people know? Everyone? Everyone? Oh. I want to be dramatic about it. Like, that's totally what this guy talks like. Like, he's like, I want to be dramatic about it. And it's like, look at this boy. He's too fabulous to not be. Let's see. It all started when my homie said he could kiss me for taking me for dinner, and then we've been dating for 3 months. Oh my god. But I'm just like, no, this guy knew he was gay from the start. There's no, maybe no. Like, his parents, like, his family didn't even try. They're like, you know what? It was bound to happen. It's like, it was bound to happen. Whatever. We are not going to waste our time with this boy. He's just gay as hell. Because not everybody has to have tragically homophobic parents. Yeah. So his family is just like, we are not even going to waste our time. This boy's gay as hell. When he was young, he noticed how everyone in his family seems to be gay, and that made him think, I'm beginning to sense a trend here. Here we go. But like, yeah, I'm just like, no, I want it to be like, because the culture he's from, like he's like from one of the top families, and he's not even like the first son or anything. He's like son number like 7. After watching the guards train shirtless, he saw them rush off to brawl with this enormous barbarian, and well, he experienced his first real, oh Lord, get out of here. There we go. But yes, I just like, I'm like, oh, this is funny. But I do want the but I decided that the way these two met is that dude boy, like this little guy up here got kidnapped because he's in a foreign country, you know, he gets kidnapped. They're like, oh, he's definitely worth a lot of money, you know, and like he's just like, oh no. He's like, I mean, I know I was warned against this sort of thing, but I didn't think it would actually happen, you know. He's just like, I always thought I always thought in this country they kidnapped girls. Turns out they thought he was a girl. And he's just like, oh, well, he's like, well, I can definitely understand the mistake. He's more upset about his family is overly supportive more than and more happy than to open missing person investigation on someone who's trying. Oh god. Like, and he's like, oh, he's like, this is definitely quite the predicament, isn't it? Like, he's just monologuing to himself. Well, he's like, obviously they probably gagged him, but he's like, who knew this would actually happen to me? He's just like, ooh, I wonder if a big, strong man will actually rescue me. That'd be so great. He's like, at least I'd hope so. Oh, but what if he doesn't? What if my parents pay the... He's like, what if my family pays the ransom before he gets a chance to rescue me? That'd be a waste, wouldn't it? It's like, bro, you are like, your life is in danger. Like, bro. And like... I'm sorry, I'm just like, imagine he's just like... He's just like, oh, well, that would be tragic. He's like, that'd be so tragic if they just, you know, because that never happens in the stories where you just get rescued before anything interesting happens. You know? Should I owe, like, mom $5? She said this might happen. Oh yeah, I'm totally, he's just like, well, I owe somebody some money. Hey Sammy, I'm coming in I'm coming in a bit strong, but I just got into my first choice of college. Good for you. Congratulations, honey. I'm happy for you. I'm very happy for you. Don't worry, son. We will have you out of here in no time. Well, hold on a minute. Give those big hunky adventures a chance to save me. He's like, well, I did ask my sister if I was ever to be kidnapped for her to like I did ask my sister to, like, you know, put out, like, see if she can get some mercenaries or something first. You know, I understand that our royal guards are more than capable of rescuing me, so I'm not really in any actual danger, but, you know, give me a chance to meet someone, you know? And she's just like, brother, can't you just meet someone normally, like, at a bathhouse or something? He's like, it's not the same, sister. It's not the same. And she's like, I swear. It's like, I swear, if he actually gets killed because of this, I am not going to haunt a problem. Well, no, I have to. I don't want him to haunt me. Last thing I need is a dramatic ghost. Because I'm just imagining, she's just like, the last thing I need is a dramatic ghost basically voguing all over my house. Therefore, fine. But I will give him, she's like, if they don't get him in 3 days, then we're sending in the Royal Guard. Like, thank you, sister. Like, the worst. Like, he doesn't even take the fact that he got kidnapped seriously. He's just like, you know, I want to see if I want to see if I can meet somebody. And she's just like, can't you just meet someone the normal way? He's like, and how's that exciting? He's like, middle brothers are the worst. Because he's technically in the middle of like his siblings, so I just imagine they totally have a saying that middle brothers are the worst. Our middle siblings are probably the worst. So, yeah. Oh, yep. Yep. No, that's fine, that's fine. And so she at least you know, like at least humors him for now, you know, because she's in charge of him, you know. But she's like, I swear, if he gets himself killed somehow. And see, in the Royal Guard they send in is the new guy who is the big boy. So why is this true? I'm the young and middle sibling is, well, the worst. I mean, it's just like that's just the fact of life. It's the fact of life, Milky. Okay. Let me stop that 2 kids. Yeah, being a middle kid is hilarious. I'm sure he'd love to be in the middle of multiple. Is that you have to forgive my brother. He may be brilliant, but when it comes to romance, he makes rocks look smart. Damn. Like, I just imagine, like, you know, he gets rescued by some hired mercenaries, which he's a part of, you know, and he's just like, he's like, now here comes the difficult part, figuring out, would he actually still be into me? I mean, some men don't like the idea that I have a penis under here, but I look feminine enough that some guys can let escape by. He's just like, now that we've gotten to this part, let's see if he's like, he's perfectly fine with the gay. Because I don't want to get, well, hate crime, you know? I'm just like, oh my god. Let's see. Yeah. He said, because that would be rather bad. And then my sister will get mad at me. And then I'll have to, like, and then she'll be the one to choose my, like, well, she wouldn't choose my lover. She's not that crass. But who knows what she'll have. Like, she'll probably make me get married for the sake of it or something. And I don't want to get married. Well, not to women anyway. No offense, women are lovely, but... Let's see. I like the idea of the barbarian hugging platonically, but the twig is like, yes, come to the gates. No, like I actually thought about how these two dating, and I just imagine he's just like this guy right here just being like, you know, him not knowing how to gay, and him being like, oh, don't. He's like, don't worry, I'll show you, because he's like, where am I? Because he's just like, where am I gonna put it? Because I'm sorry, like if you don't know it's an option, can you just imagine this guy being like, where am I gonna put it? Like, he's like, oh, he's adorable. Honestly, feminine. Let's see, feminine presenting enough. I'd switch for that. I see. Like, I just like, because I'm like, I'm sorry, I never get to like, this is some hardcore yaoi fanfic writing. Well, like, that's the thing that kind of gets me about a lot of these, is that they always just assume everybody knows. You know, that, you know, when you're, you know, a part of the yaoi persuasion, they just kind of assume that you know how everything works. And that bothers me sometimes, you know? Like, it bothers me that people just kind of like, even though they've never even thought of being with a dude before, they suddenly know how to do the gay tango. And I'm like, no, I want them to basically be like, he knows what he's doing, but he sure as fuck don't. Like, you know? Like, I want there to be like some really cute like communication there, you know, basically being like one of them knows what's going on, the other one doesn't, you know. And I want them to like grow because of it, have some conversations, you know. Like, I know not everybody wants that in their fanfic, but guess what, I'm not everyone. I'm a weirdo. Like, in my fanfics, they literally sit there for an hour and talk about how the crap this even works. Because I'm a psychopath, apparently. I'm like, no, I demand my gay fic actually have realistic conversations about how the fuck this even works. Also, thank you very much for that, right? No, the twink is a switch. He's a switch. He can go either way. I just like the idea. Also, thank you very much for the work. Okay, but still, congratulations, Milky. Thank you. I hope you, I'm glad you got into your school. A zero gayist, oh god. Well, like, that's the thing. I personally feel like if you've never, like, just kind of like, you know, I mean, if the straights can ask questions, so can the gays. like, I know that ruins the immersion for some people, but like, I don't care. like, I think like he would ask a question. Because like, unlike this guy, like, you know, this guy up here, he came from a supportive family. And I imagine they even have like, because I decided that they actually do have a bit of a culture for this sort of thing because of how Hajir is, you know? So with him, if he had questions, he actually knew where to go. His family, like, he's got gay siblings. They'd actually tell him, hey, if you want to experiment, you know, you go over here, you know? Like, because it's in the safety, like, you know, like, I just imagine that a woman of equality, men can be just as close. Exactly. And like, I want that to be something that these two bond over, like, you know, him helping his adorable husband figure out how to love him. You know? Why would you talk to your siblings about, well, like, more like, because like, he's not, again, he's like the middle sibling, but he has like an older brother who's bi, so he's just kind of like, what's up, brother? How did you know you liked men? And two, what did you do about it? He's just like, number one, same thing as you. Number two, you go to a bathhouse. He's like, ah, where is that? He's just like, he's like, all right then. He's like, I will have a servant take you to 1 in the morning. He's like, splendid. And there you go. I'm not going to go into detail because that is not appropriate for stream. But but more like, it's literally like, you know, because I imagine like if you have a supportive family, like they'd be like, well, this is where you can go to do stuff. Not saying that they do it with family members, please don't, no. But I'm just saying, like, you know, when you have a healthy relationship with your family and you're not like in the closet, you can talk about that sort of thing, you know? I expect details after stream. Oh my god, not the deep lore. I'll give you some deep lore. All right, I'm going to hell. Someone help me. No, but like I just imagine like that's why he's so comfortable with himself. But this poor little weird, like this poor big old dude has no idea what the crap is going on. You know, he's just like, I don't know what's happening. You know, he's like, he just likes his hilariously like affectionate husband, but he doesn't know what anything else means. And I like the idea of them bonding over that, you know? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Now he's full out of the closet, loves himself. You know, because the way I put it, like, is that, like, you know, because this is still based on that meme where, like, you know, he's kind of like, you know, has a troubled past. He doesn't think anybody could love him. He's just a tool for the military, you know? And then he meets this flamboyant weirdo, and it's just like, no, you could, he's like, you could do all sorts of things. Please stop, I'm going to hell, someone help me. You know, but I like that idea, like, you know, he's basically not just, you know, he's not just a horny weirdo, he's literally just basically saying, you know, like, you're worth caring about. Like, because I don't like it when it's just, I don't like stories when it's just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna find ways to have smexy times and nothing else. And I'm like, no, I want there to be more to, like, the relationship than that. Like, that's just how I feel about it. I don't really like and that's kind of why I don't do a lot of like male ships, is because a lot of them tend to come off as, if we are not actively boning, I don't know how to talk to you. And I personally hate that. In fact, I don't like it when it happens to me in real life, where people just decide, well, since I'm having this type of relationship with you, I don't know how to talk to you anymore. And I'm like, ugh, I hate that so much. Yeah, big guy is confused and just trying to figure stuff out. Like, he doesn't know how to do any, like, most affection, much less like the complicated kind, you know? And I like the idea of them basically, you know, figuring that out, or basically helping each other out with that, you know? Because just like, again, with, like, you know, the straights, like, when you have, like, you know, a man and or a woman, like, not knowing how regular affection is supposed to work, you know, the other person has to kind of show them how it goes, you know? And I like the idea of them doing that, and I think it would be cute. Let's see here. I'm like doing this here. Nope. Yes. Anyway. Exactly. I want to know about how the plumber fixes the sink. The kind of, oh god, Lord. Yeah, but that's just. But again, I understand that that's not everybody's cup of tea. But like, it's mine, and I'm so tired of not being able to see it. You know. Because everyone's just like, ah, yes, I've never been attracted to men before, but I definitely know how to do the gay tango. And I'm like, how? Like, okay, I don't know what this is about, but because I even like Googled it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, baby gay questions are super cute. Because some of them are like, okay, look, I'm like gay, you know, I'm a gay young man. I don't know how to do any of this, and some of this looks terrifying. And then, like, just seeing, like, the older ones being like, okay, look. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Please don't think you have to go right to the, extreme if you don't want to. Most of us don't actually want to do it either. like, it's so interesting seeing the conversation. You know, because I think it's good that, like, you know, if you're a baby gay, you can ask Google, and Google will eventually show you to the right place. Please do not consult porn. Porn will lie to you. As a bisexual man, it is indeed a big experience learning, which, like, yeah. And I think it's, like, good that people can actually, like, you know, ask about it. And that's why, like, you know, for me, because I am, like, a bit of a research nerd, I can't just have them just be gay for the sake of it. I'm like, no, I want this to have substance. I want there to be something here, damn it. I don't want to just have, oh look, these two guys look cute together and let that be the end of it. I don't want to do that. Like, I personally don't want to do that. No offense to anybody that does, by the way, because I know a lot of people do not care. You know? Yeah, my life is driven by law. But like, but for me, I like the idea of there being more to the characters. Like, what are they doing when they're not, you know, I don't know, playing hide the sausage or whatever the guys call it, you know? Like, I like the idea of them being actual characters and not just, I don't know what other people do. You know, because like it's like, because you can't escape stuff most of the time online. Excuse me. I think I might finally be getting my voice back, guys. Anyway, yes, I must learn everything about the gay. It's like, I heard Soldier 76 from Overwatch is gay, just hard time picture. Like, well, that's the thing about it. A lot of times when you have people just say this character is gay, or homosexual, the issue I have is I cannot, like, it's not even like saying that they have to be a stereotype, but the fact of the matter is, if they do show that the character is gay, they always show it in the weirdest way possible to me. And I don't really like it. Like, for example, you never see them just really, not never, but a lot of times you see them just being very graphic with each other, but they don't have softer moments. Like, I can count on like one hand the amount of times I've seen, like, you know, canon gay couples hold hands. Like, bruh. Yeah, my voice is back, thank fucking God. I hate how smooth it sounded before. I'm like, fuck. But yeah, my voice is back to normal, guys. Isn't that great? I smoked a pack. Oh, good balance, universal sword. Indeed. I'm finally back in business, y'all. We're finally back. We are so back. It's where you can tell they make them homosexual without any build-up or any hints or anything. Yeah, the used car salesman's back. Ah, yes, orders a store. I just had to keep talking. But no, like, for example, I can tell you exactly when this weirdo found out he was gay and what he did about it. He didn't just save himself weirdly for this guy. He's like, no, he did stuff, you know? Beverly and Tara by Nort is a great example of lesbian story done right. Apparently the gay brought out the man in me. But yeah, like, hello? Hi, Linksy, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the resub scribble. I'm drawing gay. How's it going? But like, and that's why it always makes me, because I always worry them just, you know, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just worry I'm secretly homophobic, and it's not that I'm homophobic, I just don't like the kind of just fetishy, look, these two beautiful men are kissing. But like, there's nothing to their relationship. It's just they're kissing not because they're gay, but because they don't like women. There is a difference. There's a difference, and people can fight me. An hour has brought back her normal voice, and hour barely of any hydration and yapping. Exactly. I had to dry my throat out to get back to my normal voice because I can't be doing that soft voice shit. I'm trying. Like, it's something that always kind of bothers me is because, like, you know, because again, you can't, because like, you ever, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like, I noticed that, like, wait a sec. Oh, thank you very much for, hello there, Adept. Thank you so much for the subscription as well. Thank you, I greatly appreciate it. Look, some of you all know that everything in your life is driven by plot and war. It's not good enough, you hate it. Yeah, exactly. But like, I'll notice that a lot of, like, you know, gay male characters are they're like not homophobic, but like they're kind of homophobic, but they're also just misogynistic as hell for like no fucking reason. It bothers the hell out of me. Where I'm like, why do you hate women? Just like, you can love men and not hate women. It's okay. Like, I literally made it that this guy, like, he loves his sisters, he loves his moms, you know, because his culture has harems in it. Like, he has like female friends, but he's not gonna be like women ew or anything. He's just like he doesn't hate women, he just loves dudes. There's a difference, you know? Yeah, it's vastly overused, yeah. It's see, my new humidifier has my new source of hydration. I see you just absorbing it through your skin. Let's see. But like, and that's one thing that kind of bothers me, because then it becomes less about them loving each other and more about how they're like, but how do we be a dick to women? And I'm like, why is this literally a priority here? I don't understand. you know? Like, I'm just like, why is that the priority every fucking time? Because then, like, you also get, like, the lesbian characters who are also, like, misandrist, even though it sounds weird that that's the word, you know, where they just hate men. And I'm like, and it gets weird. Now, to be fair, I understand, like, it's kind of hard with lesbian characters, to be quite honest, you know, because men tend to be a dick to lesbians, like, off the bar, you know? So I understand, you know, that, but like, but it's still kind of the same thing. It's not about women loving women, it's about women hating men, and I don't like it. You know? Ew, women, they gross. And like, and again, I know, because the thing is, and it's because, and people don't want to admit this, like a lot of like yaoi specifically, because of the sexual, like, BL does this too, and people can fight me because people are like, BL isn't toxic, how dare you say that you're homophobic? And I'm like, look. Look. Like, I be reading this stuff, and I'm like, why is it all, they, like, the guys cannot be friends with women, and they're always just, like, the women will be existing, and they'll go out of their way to shit on them for some reason. Yeah, I had a man-hating, man-hating lesbos, managers at my last workplace. It was pretty, yeah, I could definitely imagine. Hot take, this is why Will and Grace was so enjoyable. Relationships are complex and it doesn't always have to fit into a meme. Women exist, how dare. And it bothers me because then I can't enjoy the couples. You know, I can't enjoy, like, you know, because like someone will be like, make it gay. And what they really mean is take the women out and make them hate women. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that. Like, because I will say this every single time, I like women, therefore I'm not gonna make art that just shits on women. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I like women. Like, god damn it. like I'm not doing that. It pisses me off every time, you know? Where people will just be like, you know, they just don't like, you know, and I'm like, and I'm not saying you have to necessarily love female characters, but don't expect me to do it, you know? Don't expect me to hate on ladies. Like, because then they don't know how to have, because when they do that, they don't know how to portray the relationship, because the relationship is based off of the mutual hatred of women, but not the mutual love of men. And it gets weird, you know? It gets weird because then, like, the characters literally only know how to do sexual stuff with each other, but they can't seem to do anything else, like, at all. Like, they'll always be weirdly apart. They'll never really, like, sit down, cuddle, and watch TV or something. It's always just like, if they're in the same room, they have to have shenanigans with each other. Like, that's like a requirement, or else the two characters don't actually have enough chemistry to make it work. Like, that will bother me every time, because the relationship is always built on, well, I don't like women. I also don't like, or rather, I don't like women. I can tolerate women, but you scare me into hating women. Close enough. And then, like, now we're together, and because we both hate women. And he's like, ah, sure, okay. Even though in the narrative, I'm basically a woman myself, but whatever, you know? I can't enjoy my gay while there is female hatred. It does, because then that means that these characters won't be able to literally be able to have friends with half the population. They can't have supportive relationships with, like, their parents, and their parents always have to be homophobic. They can never have, like, I'm sorry, but not every parent is homophobic, man, you know? Hi Wolfie, hello, you and your goddamn nipples. But like, not everybody like, and fun fact, not only does not everyone have homophobic parents, but not everybody's parents are homophobic in the same way. Like, I have a homophobic mom, but my mom wants me to be gay. Like, it's complicated, it's stupid, and it's weird, but my mom is homophobic, but she also wants me to be gay. Because to her, me being gay is easier to accept than me being single. Like, no joke. But you don't see that portrayed. It's always just the parents are dead or homophobic, so the main character, hey Bassett, hello. And so the character always has to hide, or the character's not even hiding being gay. They don't know they're gay yet. because they find out they're gay when their partner assaults them. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, I'm gonna see them go out for cake or something. I'm gonna see something cute, you know? But no. You see, so many writers seem to make gay relationships extra special in some ways when it would be better if they were just treated like normal relationships. Yeah. Please send me go down on a woman front. It's like, if need be, stop just being shingled. That is literally my mom. Like, she literally ships me with my roommate and she will not stop. Like, I'm just like, mother, stop. But that's why with this, I want to be like, no, like, this guy knew he liked men from the start. There's no trying to figure out. He's just like, am I gay? He's like, no, I am 110%, you know? Like, I know what in the things, he has a type. He has a type of man. It's not just, if you're not a woman, he'll like you. No, he likes big, burly dudes, you know, who look kind of sad. Between the ones, that's a little hard for me to do. Let's see. Wait. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Yeah, this will be as good as we get. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Never got to save. Or, like a person I know, their parents are homophobic but love their child is gay because symbol... Yeah, pretty much. So me, I'm big and depressed. No, it's okay, Wolfie. I love you. I love you just the way you are, you little weirdo. But I love you because you're great. But like, I don't know. It just, I kind of want to see more stories that aren't just like, oh well, I have to hide. Like, and the worst thing about that, the author will always go through all this trouble, right? They'll go through all this trouble to be like, oh, they can't be themselves because they're gay and their family's homophobic. But then like they'll instantly get with their boyfriend and their parents will just literally vaporize out of existence. So there was literally no point. There was literally no point because the parents don't even exist anymore for it to even be a problem. So I'm like, what was the point? What was the point, author? If you're just gonna vaporize or the parents will literally be like, we don't support your relationship, and then the author's toxic boyfriend will be like, you don't need your family, you just need me. So be nice and socially isolated because you also don't have any friends. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so, like, Bottomkun will literally just live with his abuser for the rest of his life because his family is just randomly homophobic. You know? He'll also always have a toxic ex-girlfriend. She'll be like, if you don't stay with me, I'm gonna tell your family that you're gay. And he's like, but I'm not gay though. He's like, well, you have a boyfriend. He's like, I mean, yeah, but I was like, you know, I was kidnapped by him. Like, or so they're gay Batman. And I'm just like, why can't I? Because I cannot enjoy the relationship when they do that, you know? Because I'm not gonna think about, oh, well, how are they gonna spend Christmas together? It's always gonna just be, okay, what psychopath is gonna come out of nowhere to mess with the relationship now? Like, what's happening? Like, ugh, I hate it. Because I can't take anything seriously because everyone's just always like freaking dying or whatever. Like, I'm just like, why is it gotta be like this? You know? Because I'm more stay away from your homophobic family and friends. Like, but like, I like the idea of like, can you imagine the story she can tell, you know, if they don't have to worry about that? Like, if they're like, if the focus was just, oh, well, what if their family was just like, you know, well, yep, that is our hilariously like blatant gay son, you know? Like, let's at least make sure he doesn't like, you know, go for a murderer or something. You never have it like where the parents have to like figure out, like, not to say never, because there are some comics, but they're not mainstream, you know, where they're like, you know, the like seeing the like them meet the parents, you know, like I can imagine like, you know, like Thickman here is nervous to meet like, you know, Sparkly's family because Sparkly's family actually cares about him and wants him to make good choices, you know, and they're kind of like, darling, what is this? He's like, this is my boyfriend. Isn't he cute? They're like, But he looks a little rough around the edge. He's like, yes, but he's actually a big softie, aren't you, darling? See, look at him. He's like, what? They're like, well, he loves him, so. Remember watching a documentary where a husband came out as gay to his wife, and she was like, oh my god, that's such a relief because I'm a lesbian. And they stayed domestic. And that's the thing, there's a lot of different relationship dynamics that never get explored because they're too busy just hating women. Like, for example, like a man being like, okay, you know, I do love like my wife, but not romantically, but also we have kids. And his wife being like, honey, I gotta come out to you. I'm asexual, and I know we had it one time, but because we have literally one child, but I don't want to do it again. He's like, oh good, I'm gay. Oh, thank God. Okay, well, okay, how about this? Like, you can get yourself a boyfriend, and we'll just keep the structure for the kids, and we'll explain how daddy loves the other daddy later. And he's like, you know what, bet. Like, I want to see that shit. Oh, good bean. Azure, thank you so much for always showing up and just being a delight everywhere, and also showing me those really fun games on Steam. I actually do appreciate those. I've been bookmarking them and adding them to my wish list. You're always a joy to have around, even if you do keep hitting me with the accidental riz right to the face. But you know what, I appreciate you, so continue to be a very good boy. Bean, or guy, continue to be a very good guy. Hug. There you go. But yeah, but that's all I really want out of these stories is, you know, yeah, it's coming along. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. But that's why I like, so whenever I see these stories that spend so much of their time just being like, did you know these guys don't like women? And I'm like, okay. I'm not here for that. I don't know why you keep adding that to the menu, but okay, but I would like to be invested in their relationship, please. That would be really great. And they're like, but first, we need to have this excerpt where we talk about how these guys don't like women. I'm like, oh, okay, great. But that's not what I'm here for. Why do you keep saying that? I love the supportive girlfriend slash wife who helps the guy get a boy. Oh my god, like I want to see stuff like that where, you know, you see like the girlfriend or the wife and girlfriend, she's like, okay, so what's your type? And he's like, I don't know. She's like, okay, so but how do you know? Like, something made you realize you like the guys, right? He's like, okay, but it's embarrassing. She's like, okay, what is it? He's like, I was looking at a magazine. Here's the magazine. Honey, she's like, I've been married to you for 3 years. Give me. He's like, oh no, this is so embarrassing. But like gives her the magazine. She's just like, oh, well, oh, I see what your problem is. You think this is out of your league, don't you? He's like, I hate how much you know me. She's like, we've been married. She's like, oh my god, I know the perfect guy to set you up with. He's like, what? He's like, leave it to me. But you better tell me if you don't like him, or else I'm not gonna waste my time. He's like, okay, what? Why does it feel like she's been planning this all along? Can you imagine how cute that dynamic is? That he gets his own personal cheerleader, that is his wife, who's just like, I will make my husband happy, even if I can't do it myself. You know, that'd be cute. I mean, were they? It's been a thing in IRL. Like Elton John was an example. Yeah, like all kinds of stuff. Like there's so many different dynamics that could be seen, but because like people are just so dedicated to one thing, it literally makes it suckier, in my opinion. Like I can like, it's literally like kind of like, you know, it's like anything else actually. Like I can't enjoy like a lesbian relationship if they spend the entire time being addicted to dudes. Like, honey, I'm gay. Wife slams out all of her yaoi fanfic. I've been waiting for this this day all my life. Like, or hell, like the fact that I also just don't want to acknowledge that maybe some people just don't want to have sex at all, you know? Like the fact that people hate that, like, you know, asexuals exist, but we would be perfect in yaoi fanfics. I'm just saying, put us in there, put us in the yaoi fanfic so we could be supportive and not ever have to worry about having sex ever. Like, wouldn't that be great? like, that sounds great in my opinion. But they're like, no. I'm like, God, man, missed opportunity, you know? Like, again, like, or just having more than one, like, or even worse, I also noticed that, like, a lot of these stories, you can only have you can only have 3 gay people at a time. You ever notice that? Like, you have the main couple, right? So you have the main couple, and then you always have like the random guy or the rival girl, whatever, you know, depending on your yaoi or yuri or whatever, who only exists to basically be a temporary like obstacle to whoever the top is, you know. And then they just disappear into the ether, but you don't get to see other couples unless those other couples are just kind of seen as a weird parallel to the first one. But they always have the same dynamic. It's never just, hey, look, this is a couple who's been together for years, let's learn from them. It's always like, well, I'm also in the same situation where I've been coerced into having a relationship with my top, but you know, it's fine. As an error ace, I think it's so ridiculous that some people just hate us when we literally do nothing at all. Exactly. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm arrow ace, man. Come on. like, it's just for me, like, because a lot of people do get confused about that because I still draw stuff, and I'm like, okay, again, the difference is because I don't like experiencing things, but I love reading and watching stuff. I just don't want to do anything. And I don't understand why that is the part that people don't seem to understand. It's like, they're like, oh, that makes no sense. I'm like, okay, so how about this? When you play violent video games, that doesn't necessarily mean you want to commit violence. For some people, yes. But for some people, no. For some people, it's literally just something they kind of want to do, but not necessarily, like, with their own body. You know? Like, I am. By the way, I found yet another cozy game. Yay! Good. But like, so I'm just sitting here being like, you know, oh, I lost it again. So it's like a lot of things, like, you know, some people don't want to do jet skiing, but like, they play a game doing jet skiing, you know? Like, it's the same freaking thing. I don't know why people keep thinking that, like, if it involves sex, you have to physically always do it, you know? Like, bruh, like, some of us don't want to. Never thought of using that metaphor. That's exactly the best example. Like, that's the thing, like, you know, people love talking about the whole violence video games thing, but I'm just like, well, there's a reason that is a metaphor, because some people want to do cool violent stuff, but not necessarily with themselves. But it's still interesting to do the, you know, to do the action, but you don't really want to do it yourself. Or another example, some guys love playing as female characters, not even because they want to be female. They just like, they're like, well, if I was like, they just want to know what it looks like or have fun with it, but not necessarily because they want to be girls. It's the same fucking thing. So like, my mom was never worried about violence in video games. It was the sexual thing. Because we like attach a lot of things to sex, but like, so like for me, whenever people act really weird about it, I'm just like, it's literally the same thing. You can be that way sexually where you don't actually want to do the sex, you know, but you still like playing around, like you still like playing around with it. You know, I know a ton of asexuals who are like this, who are like, you know, they like doing like smutty fanfics. They like doing smutty art because it's not them participating. It's removed from them, you know? It's like what makes you enjoy a movie. When you watch a movie, you know, when you're watching an action movie, it's the same thing. You're not the one shooting stuff and blowing up or whatever, but it's fun to kind of vicariously live through the person, you know? It's the same thing, you know? Which is why, like, if you see asexual drawing porn, it's not because they want to have sex, it's because they like the expression and they're like seeing it, but they don't want to actually participate. And some asexuals don't even care. I heard some who do things because they love their partner and enjoy them being happy. Yeah, some like, because the thing is, not every asexual is like scared of sex. Some of them don't care. like me. I am the type that actually does not give a shit. Hence why I keep hurting people's feelings when I'm just like, this is, who cares? I don't know why, but like people like the sex repulsed ones way more than they like my type, which is the, yeah, I don't care, I'm fine either way, whatever you want to do. Like, you know, like, oh, the amount of people who do not like that I'm like that is so fucking they're kind of like, ugh. I guess it hurts their ego, I guess, you know. And I'm like, oh, well, you snooze, you lose, man. Let's see here. Yes. Perfect. But like that's just kind of how it is, though. Remember, Semi's the ultimate pillow princess. Oh boy. But like, for me, I just don't really give a crap most of the time, and so as a result, like, people get so mad at me because, like, you know, there's a lot of weird like ego, you know. I noticed that people kind of wrap up in sex for some reason, like they gotta prove something, you know. And I'm just sitting here being like, well, whatever, you know. Like, do what you're gonna do, I guess. Like, you know, whatever. Like, let me do that. Okay. Oh, I think we're almost done. You know, so when it comes to like, and that's why for me, when it comes to portraying relationships, I like there to be a lot of nonverbal stuff, like, you know, hugging and not necessarily kissing, because I'm not gonna lie, chat, I kind of hate kissing because it's always so gross. How dare you give me no challenge? But no, I don't like kissing because it's like the kissing is like the like level 1 of Smex times, and as a result, if a movie or something can't get away with actual sex, they'll literally just use kissing instead, and I hate it. I'll be like minding my own business, and then two people just start making out like they're trying to eat each other's face. I'm like, what are you doing? They're always like, gum, 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 gum. And I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, I swear to God, I'm pretty sure that what they keep like using the sound design for is eating a sandwich, because that's what it sounds like sometimes. They're like, they're not kissing, they're eating a sandwich. I'm like, grody. It's so gross. I hate it so much. Let's see. Looks pretty good. Actually, like, that stuff like just bothers the crap out of me, where I'm like, you know, which is why I don't like forced kissing either, because it's kind of like weirdly kind of the same thing. You know, I don't like forced kissing. I don't like, you know, any of that. Hey, Saludo. Let's see, sexy sandwich. No kissing, straight to the act. No going upstairs. Time, take 5 steps every time. Oh my god. Like, but anyway, welcome in. But like, for me, I'm just like, but there's never there's never any hand holding, no sexual like hand holding, which can, yes, that's a thing. But even just platonic hand holding is nice, you know, sitting on each other's like just being funny, you know, telling jokes to each other that don't just lead to sex would be nice, you know. Just like, I want to see a lot more moments like that, like them going on a date that's not just them spending time together. Hand holding, vanilla, perfect. Like, I want to see some nice vanilla action, damn it. Like, give me my vanilla ice cream. He's like, I love when like jokes on you, I'm into that shit. Like, because I'm just so tired of everyone just being horny all the time, and they're always so mean about it. Like, why is everybody so mean? You know, like, I don't like, I see some pictures like this that I'm drawing here, but not really. Not really. I don't like, again, obviously it's not that I've never seen any, but I don't see it nowhere near as often as much as I would like to. Like, I would love to see more pictures of just, you know, two guys just being cute and not creepy and horny. Like someone tried to like get me on like whatchamacallit, they tried to get me on like YouTube, being like, I normally wouldn't say anything, but I have to say something about this. Like, not all BL like relationships are this way. And I'm like, I know that. Your hair is nice. Yeah, Goofy Gremlin things. Like, can you just imagine like the hilarity of dealing with this guy as your boyfriend, who's fabulous, like He's fabulous, sure of himself, and he can also sing, so he'll randomly sing at you. This is actually based off of something that's happened to me before, where a guy who had a very beautiful singing voice, by the way, he was my coworker, and he did this to everyone, not just me, but he would sing randomly at people. Like, he would be like, how do you do? How's it going? And I'm like, please stop, because he would also dance. But he would do that weird show tunes dance, and I'm like, oh my god, I hate this guy. I love him, but I hate him. He was like, I love this dude because he was like trolling people constantly, because he would actually perform and stuff like that, you know. So he had a really great singing voice, but he would just come out of nowhere. He would just be like peeking around the corner, just being like, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sing at you. And I'm like, god damn it. I'm like, get out of here. Like, he would just do that shit to everybody. Like, he was great. I think, yeah. Oh, look at him, they're so cute. You're adorable. I just do some minor adjustments though. He's so cute. Let's see. I'm gonna roll this up a little. Shrink a little, and up a little. That's good. Yes. Imagine living in a musical and you're the one character who never sings their lines. Oh my god, that'd be funny as shit. This is adorable, and I love it. Okay, now to take that off, and then Ian McCullough. Okay. The other reason I wanted to do this particular one is because there's actually another oh shit, I dropped it. There's actually another trope that these two actually could very easily fall into that I'm also fucking around with. So there's another type of trope where if you have it's not always with two guys, sometimes it's with a giant man and a lady. It is never the other way around, where for some reason they like to put like whoever has like if either of them have like dark skin or anything, not even necessarily that they're black, but if they have dark skin, it has to be the big like burly looking one, and like the smaller one is always like this twiggy little European motherfucker, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna switch that shit. Because again, I don't see this very often. Not to say that it doesn't exist, it obviously does, it has to, right? But I'm like, no, the darker skin one is gonna be the twink. People could fight me. like people can fight me. Because I don't care what anyone says. No, like it's my, like I have a thing where if I don't see something but I want to, I make it myself. That's what being an artist is all about. That's what being an artist is all about. I forgot this one too. Oops. Get back here. There we go. Perfect. And let me just fix that. Right here. Ah, my nostril. Anyway, why does it look like that? Oh. I was wondering what happened there. Yes. Anyway. Well, I love your model, tall, strong, dark woman. But because I don't see it very often where it's the reverse, because I like to do the reverse, not necessarily to be different. Sometimes it's just something I would like to see, you know, or I'd like to see more of. And so as a result, I have a tendency to just do things as the opposite, because I know some people think I do stuff just because it's the opposite. I'm like, no. Sometimes I do it literally because I like the idea of the opposite. Useful. Hi, Casper Care Skeleton. Hello, how are you? Today we are drawing the gay. How are you? I'm just gonna keep saying that. It's like, today we draw the gay. Let's do a little bit more soft, I think. So I drove everyone here to be an artist, to bring joy to the world, in honor of my late mother. I want to see cute gay twink and himbo couples. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm gonna be 110% with you, okay? I started drawing like when I was a kid, but when I started focusing on drawing, as in like actually trying to get better, it's because I wanted to draw not safe for work. That's actually why I focus so hard on my art sometimes, because I just wanted to draw not safe for work. Yeah. Obviously I don't post it, but like, you know. Well, like, it's a great way, like, I'm sorry, but like, that's also just, like, they have some, like, some nice dynamics in there, man. What do you mean you knew it? How dare you? Culture. Oh god. Fun fact, the darker skin is used in anime to convey a sense of strength. This is why the villains / strong members of the hero group have darker skin complexion. This is also why tomboy archetypes are usually depicted as someone with darker skin. I understand that, but there's a difference between a tan and an actual dark complexion. People have a tendency to, especially when it comes to anime, kind of justify certain things without paying attention to some of the weirder stuff going on there, you know? Like, for example, why it's equated with strength. Why? Because do you ever notice that the answer kind of never really goes past that point of why is that like that? Like, yes, you know, there's the whole thing with like a lot of swimming characters have a tendency to have darker skin because they tan, but that's something that goes away. Anyway, we're no way. Like, that's the thing, like, for me, I'm like, no, you have to kind of like look further than that, because look at, like, because yes, it's easy to say because of strength or whatever, but what about dark skinned characters in something that doesn't apply to, such as, you know, school anime, or slice of life anime, or like office drama. Like, what are the dark skinned characters doing there? You know? And again, if the skin color is something that can be changed, it's not the same thing. Like, again, most of the quote-unquote darker skinned characters are also people who probably didn't start off, or they were not born that way. So thank you very much for the stretch. Like, as someone who, again, consumes way too much media that has dark-skinned characters in anime, I have a hyperfixation about it, so I know what I'm talking about. You know, can you tell me the genre or the type of anime that has the most dark-skinned characters in it? Can you tell me which one that is? Anybody? Anybody know? Because I've answered this question before. Does anyone know where the most dark-skinned characters tend to show up at? Let's see. We'll make Here we go. Just like the censored. But yeah, it's hentai. As that's the most they show up in, is in hentai. Why do you think that is? Like, and also, when you talk about that, they're also ignoring how female dark-skinned characters are categorized too. Yeah, to male characters, it's a sign of strength, but what about the female characters? What are they doing? What? Do you ever notice that there's a bit of a correlation between the female dark-skinned characters? You know, does anyone know what the correlation is? You know. like because again, this is something I am weirdly obsessed with, because of course I am, you know. So whenever like the actually shows up, like, think about, like, yeah, even in like shonen, but like most of the times, if the characters are not like actually stated to be of African descent, which they rarely are, it's pretty rare for it to ever be that, because of course, but a lot of the times, like, the thing is, like, because it's a lot of times the skin color is kind of also let's see, do I want to have like hands that big? No, silly, no. You're just gonna have big gigantic sausage hands. But a lot of the time it's also just kind of seen as exotic, and as a result, like, those characters do get treated differently. Like, a lot of times we don't think that applies to like male characters because technically they're not really being seen that way, you know, but they kind of are. They're kind of basically seen in the same type of way that like Europeans tend to categorize male dark-skinned characters, you know. Usually it has a thing about Gyaru foreigners being the exotic person who shows more tattoos. Like, they basically like, and as much, and a lot of times people are like, well, Gyaru is its own thing, it's not based on anything. Yes, it is. Gyaru is obviously based on something very specific, but people don't want to admit what it is because then it shows my favorite character, racism. But that's the thing, people, it's, in my opinion, like, important to actually acknowledge stuff like that. Bleach, for example, has plenty of dark-skinned characters. Naruto, like, that's also because Brazil. That's also because of Brazil. Japan has ties to Brazil. Weirdly enough, a lot of times the dark-skinned characters people think are black are actually from Brazil. Not that, though Brazil does have a large African/black population. No one talks about them very much, but they do, because black people made it to Brazil as they've made it everywhere. Let me just color this, fix this part. Nothing exists in the vacuum. Have a good night. Okay, thank you. But like, and so for me, because whenever like this stuff gets brought up, are you bringing it up because, you know, are you actually trying to add to the conversation, or is this to shut down something that makes anime look bad? Which 9 times out of 10, again, not saying that's what you're doing, but a lot of people have a tendency to bring stuff up because it makes Japan and or anime look bad. And if anime looks bad, that means you're bad. And if you're bad, oh no, you know? The biggest Japanese community outside of Japan is the ostracized community of Japanese descendants in Brazil. Yeah. They do, because yay, triangle of trade. Most of them still have Japanese names but don't speak English or don't speak any Japanese and have to deal with people asking them about that. Yeah. Like there's a lot of stuff that like in Japanese history, not just like the fun stuff, quote unquote, you know, that I think people really should kind of pay attention to, simply because this stuff shows up in anime even if a lot of people don't understand where it's from, you know. There we go. You know how they'll, like, for example, like, you know, the way that they'll just add Arab characters but they'll also make sure the palest people on the planet, you know. So when it comes to Gyaru, it's a fashion style that challenges conventional Japanese beauty standards, and that's why darker skinned characters are so boisterous. Where do you think they got that information from? Why do you, like, that's the thing. Gyaru is actually based on black culture, and I don't know why they keep fighting to acknowledge that. Like, bruh. Like, now, to be fair, some people don't know that much about black culture, so they don't realize that's actually where that's from. Like, for example, like, music in Japan is, like, not all of it, but, like, especially, like, their jazz and stuff like that, that's from African culture, you know, African-American culture, you know? Like, kind of like the whole Koreans and R&B thing, you know? Not to say that that's bad, but that is where it comes from. You know, and it's important to know that's where it comes from, just so that way when they kind of do the accidental racism, it makes sense. You know, but they speak very Valley Girl, and yeah, you know, like, just saying it's the opposite of, like, you know, saying it's the opposite, so that's why. And I'm like, yeah, but like, where would they get that information from? Like, the style of dress, why the hair looks like that, why the nails look like that, you know, what parallel is there, you know? And all that stuff, again, is important, I think, to know, because again, when weird accidental racism happens, people keep wondering, where does this keep happening? And it's because there's some erasure going on there. You know, there's some erasure going on there. Like the whole, like the whole animal prints thing that Gyaru tends to have a lot of the time. Why animal prints? Where do you think that comes from? You know, is that also because it's the opposite of Japanese culture? It is not, you know? Like, not to pick on anybody, because this is something that actually authentically interests me, you know? That when this stuff, like, you know, the eroticism of these things comes up, like, people kind of quickly just kind of shift on to be like, oh, well, it's definitely not that, you know? It's not that thing in particular. It's something else. They're not just basically, you know, fetishizing things. That would be weird. Even though they fetishize literally everything. Like, literally, you know? But just because it has, like, some, like, you know, some melanin in there, that's when they're like, ah, well, they wouldn't do it with that, you know? Yeah, it's the uncommon, like, and the thing is, like, because then you have to kind of look at, well, why is it, for example, like, hashtag not every single example, but, like, if they're, but I notice a lot of times, if they do have, like, a larger dark-skinned man, specifically, he tends to be, like, you know, more violent, more loud, and if it is not in, like, modern Japan, he is gonna be a savage. Like, and that's actually more what I was getting to in this trope, is that it's a big old burly savage man going after the tiny European twink. Because that's what the fetish is. That's what it is. You know, it's like, oh, the beast. Sorry, just the beast. And I've seen this enough to know where I'm talking about. Where I'm just like, ah, there it is. You know? It's always like some absurdly tiny little, like, it's almost like some tiny blonde or like white-haired waif, whether it be male or female. But if it's a guy, it's almost always with a blonde. And I'm just kind of like, why is this tiny blonde person? Because, you know, because they're not going to be like, well, we're not going to put them with anybody Japanese. That'd be weird. Like, I'm just like, well, why? I mean, I know why. I also noticed that they tend to show more black characters in anime that takes place in different countries than Japan. Yeah, because, like, whether people want to admit it or not, there are black people in Japan. Like, there are. Not to say that there's, like, there is a population, but not a necessarily consistent population. Kind of like there's a, like in Russia. Russia has a very distinct black population that no one talks about. What couple is this? This is Barbarian Man and Twinkie little dude. Anyway. But it's why dark-skinned Hispanic from Bleach is usually the target of being the bull to the women, even though the characters in the anime are very passive, sweetheart, hates the thought of hurting people, because they have to be that way. The thing about this type of trope is they have to basically have this paradox about them, that if they're not a villain anyway, if it is not a villainous giant dark-skinned character, they have to basically be passive, saying like, hey, look, they're not scary, they're not going to do anything bad, you know? They have to be like that, because otherwise they'll be villains. It's a very interesting but complicated issue, you know, hence why, like, a lot of the dark-skinned female characters are always way more sexual than any other type of character, you know? Like, for example, Erd from All My Goddess, any dark elf, I swear to God. Any dark elves, you know, all of them will be more sexual than their paler counterparts, because someone's got to be a slut, I guess. You know, and it's literally because like, and all that has to do with because the thing is, a lot of people don't understand that Africans like basically black people, and to an extent African or any African descended people, have the stereotype attached to them, you know? Hence why, like, you know, even if that's why, like, even if someone's from Africa, if they're basically paler skinned, they don't get this attached to them. It's always if the darker the skin, the more of a troublemaker they are. Yeah, like 90% of NTR special cupcake rape usually involves a dark-skinned bull who steals away the wife, girlfriend, crush. Exactly. The place that has more dark-skinned men than any genre is literally adult entertainment in Japan. Like, you'll have one black guy or one black-ish guy in your shonen, maybe two, but usually one. And in a hentai, you'll have like 50 of those guys. Like that man, but Kippy, leave his gay butt alone. Leave his adorable gay butt alone. Anyway, but like, and that's the thing. I'm like, and I'm not saying it because it's necessarily bad, but whenever, you know, people kind of bring stuff like this up without knowing what the bigger context is, because they don't know enough about like the culture that's being drawn from, or do I want to do this? There we go. It's like the meme of the woman sitting in the couch. Yeah. Like it's one of those things where if you don't know where they're drawing from, you know, it's kind of hard to figure out what's happening for like, and as a result, people will just dismiss something because they don't actually understand what's being said. Not necessarily their fault, but when people do know what they're talking about, people are just dismiss them saying, well, you don't know what you're talking about. This isn't that. That's not what they said. They didn't say this was based on that. Therefore, it's not. Of course, they're not going to say the quiet part out loud, you know? Okay, bye, Kibi. Thank you very much for the care combo. I stretch. My posture went somewhere. I drink water. And again, it's like not to say that this stuff should not be done, but when it's done wrong and people don't understand why it's done wrong, that's kind of where the stuff kind of bubbles up. To be honest, was started by the fashion magazines. The tan-skinned people are usually depicted in a Japanese ethnic group, usually Okinawa, and there are people with a bit darker complexion and stereotypical laid-back attitude and discard norms. Yeah, I know that, but there's more to it than that. Also, did you just pick that up from like an article you just saw somewhere? Can you just quickly Googled it to prove me wrong? Because that's what that looked like. Anyway. But again, like, maybe you yourself don't really notice stuff like this because the stuff you consume might not either only has one dark-skinned character, or not enough dark-skinned characters for you to understand what the pattern is, you know? And that's not a bad thing. Two things can be true at once, you know? Some people just do not really notice this thing because it's not something that affects them. And you don't quote the ancient magic at me, which I was there when it was written. Like, well, because I know this type of the thing happens a lot, where it hits a nerve on somebody and they think I'm trying to say anime bad, you know, when I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when people don't understand, there'll be a hilarious bit of racism because it's something that they themselves don't experience, you know? And again, I might be wrong. Alex might be secretly black. I don't know. You know? But this is something I notice happens a lot, you know? Because again, like, the way the world sees Africa and Africa descended people is wonky, and they constantly hide it. Maybe I'm pulling your leg for sheer fun. No, you're not. You're doing the I have to defend my beautiful maiden that is anime. I know what you're doing. I'm an old woman. I know what you're doing. Because it's like, because when you feel embarrassed, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm just joking. Can't you take a joke? I'm like, I know what you're doing, honey. I know what you're doing. Because I've been through this before. I've been through this countless times. I just don't want people to think I'm weird for liking anime. No one cares. You know? They're like, when it's human evolved, exactly. Because like, it's not even a personal attack, it's just something that is there. You know? Kind of like everyone keeps like acting like, oh, well, you know, there's no such thing as racism, and then someone decides to say the N-word and then they have to backtrack. You know? My waifu's being attacked. That's it. Put on your cap lock. Like, because anime itself is fascinating, it is interesting, but there is some insidious parts to it, just like everything, you know? There's some insidious parts to it, you know? Wait, I think I want to do this. Not quite. Let's see. But like there are some insidious parts to it that I honestly feel like if people weren't so caught up on the trying to defend the anime waifu, they'd realize what the issue is. Like, for example, like, because they'll be like, oh well, we can't have dark-skinned characters in this franchise because it takes place in Asia and there's no such thing as dark-skinned people, not even black people, just there's no such thing as dark-skinned people in Asia. Yes, we're gonna ignore that India exists. Yes, we're gonna ignore that, you know, not everybody's pale as goddamn milk. You know, we're gonna ignore all that because, you know, dark-skinned people don't exist in Asia. All of it. India doesn't count. India's not Asia, you guys. And I'm like, really? I still remember when a black friend drunkenly told me to call him the N-word, and I was like, dude, I am way too white to say that without it becoming racist by default. It is racist by default. Like, that person was just fucking with you, obviously. Because it's like, there's a reason why I don't say it. A lot of black people feel free saying the N-word. I don't, because I know what that word actually means, and I will never say it. Some people be like, well, it means ignorant. I'm like, bitch, you know it don't. You know it don't. Because remember, kids, if you want to say a slur, you shouldn't say the slur. Like, I don't try to find out the slurs of everyone else because I don't want to say slurs. It means nuggies. You know? Because I'm like, if we just acknowledge stuff for what it is, we might actually do something about it. Because for me, I want to be able to, like, you know, for example, I want to be able to enjoy drawing couples like this without people deciding it's weirdly, you know, it's like fetishizing one or the other. I don't feel like dealing with that argument. Mate, I'm not taking it as attack, just thought of the nugget of information. Yeah, I know, but it's the information I understand, but like, I want you to understand that 9 times out of 10, when someone starts bringing out the article quotes, it's because they're trying to defend something, you know, not because they're trying to add to the conversation, you know, because it'll be like, well, actually, this is why this is happening. And I'm like, I understand, but that's not what I'm talking about. Because I'm talking about someone who has to draw this shit. Me, it was a slur used back in those days, so really a slur is used in that manner. Like, honestly, I don't believe in the whole taking things back thing. Like, people be like, well, I'm gay, so I can use the F slur, and I'm like, that's cute, but no. Like, you shouldn't take back something that was forced upon ye. Like, that's like, I was like, I'm accepting I'm a murderer, even though I was framed. It's like, I was framed for murder, but you know what? I'm taking back the term murderer. And I'm like, but you didn't commit the murder. Why are you doing that? It's, yes, that sounds very extreme, but that's kind of the equivalent of what we're dealing with here. I don't think anybody should be trying to quote unquote take back something that was never really theirs in the first place. Or rather, it was forced upon them in a negative way. Why would you want that? Especially because 9 times out of 10, no one's going to use it positively after that, you know? Disco Elysium does a lot of disassociation to talk social issues and so on. It's an interesting choice with the cultures they made up and so on. They came up with their own slurs, very in-your-face game. One of the characters is a literal, is literally called racist lorry driver. Because it's all hip and cool with the kids. With how many retro fantasy anime look a lot of inspiration from D&D, and I think that so many cliches about dark elves came from D&D drows. And yeah, guess what drows are based on? They're based on black people. No one likes admitting that, by the way. To be honest, it wasn't an article, it was a thing I put together, kind of went overboard and wrote an essay. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Like, just, I know people don't run into people like me often who actually knows where a lot of this information comes from, you know? Because again, I'm an old woman. I am not some 20-something. I am old as hell. So whenever people argue with me, they act like I'm from a time when your school actually mattered and you had to actually do shit, you know? Yeah, it all comes back to black people, you know? But like, kind of like, there's a lot of stuff that's like, and again, not to say that Wizards of the Coast intentionally try to make anti-black propaganda. I hate when people jump to that really weird conclusion. Like, no, a lot of this stuff is unconscious because guess what? Wizards of the Coast is in America, and America is racist as hell. Because remember, my great-grandparents could not marry outside their race. They would be killed if they did. That's a fact. Because I live in the South. So keep in mind, when I say stuff, people don't understand. My grandparents couldn't use the same, like, anything as white people. My grandparents. And also my parents, actually, in the South. And you may be old, but you are tries to bed loud crack my back. I'm not trying to age wars people, because I'm not trying to say that you don't know anything, but a lot of people do assume I am younger and that I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, I'm so tired. Let's see. I had a buddy that wanted to ask how he was going to teach his son Spanish and English, and that's how I would do it for Black in Spanish. And I had to break the news that as a white guy with an it's like an 8 by 11 complexion, I told him that I was the wrong person to ask. Yeah, I know. That reminds me, recent-ish extension to Magic the Gathering cowboy setting, or not Magic the Gathering, but anyway, they had Mexican coded orcs, and some people really hated, and others liked it. Yeah, I mean, aren't you like 18? Oh boy. Anyway, like, racism is crazy, but also fascinating in how it actually works. A lot of people, like, I know people hate when I talk about racism, but I want to talk about it constructively. Like racism itself is a disturbingly fascinating thing with how flexible it is. Like, racism is flexible as hell, and a lot of people just don't see it for what it is most of the time, because they think like, well, I'm not wearing a white sheet and trying to torch my neighbors or whatever, so I can't be the racism. And I'm like, it's not that in your face. Like, I mean, now it's getting to that point because they're saying the quiet part out loud, but like, for example, a lot of people don't know that in my state, it's still on the books that you can't marry, like, you can't, like, basically they just ignore the law that says Black and white people can't get married. They ignore the law, but it's still there. Like, people don't get that. People don't think, why would they outlaw that? I'm like, because I live in the fucking South. You know? So all of these things are my reality, all right? That if they chose to, they could technically make things illegal again, or rather enforce things. Remember saying that some years ago that actually showed that the north of the United States had become more racist than the South, just less obvious. But yeah, it's mostly passive aggressive shit, you know? And that's why, like, when this stuff shows up in places and people call it out, but then some people argue saying like, no, that's not what that is, and you have to be like, God damn it. You know, like, and it shows up all the fucking time. And again, not to say that people are evil. That is never what I'm gonna say, because, like, it's insidious how easy it blends into things. I wouldn't be surprised if IRL Mexicans like the Mexican orcs, since Mexicans are amazingly chill with a lot of stereotypical Mexican characters and cartoons. Yeah, I remember when, like, Ren was on here and he said, I'm like, I said I was gonna draw him as Speedy Gonzalez, but I'm like, oh shit, that's racist as hell. And he's like, no, do it. And I'm like, oh god. I felt awkward the entire time, but it was also funny. Most I got to stuff is my sister-in-law being from the Caribbean. That's the only link to non-pure white 100% English heritage. No, I get it. Like, and I also don't necessarily blame people for not really, like, understanding how some of the stuff tends to show up weirdly, you know, because not everybody even knows how the stuff, like, shows up in their culture, you know. So that's why I'm like, I don't even really blame people sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Hey, it's Grandma! Points at work. My family was among the first pilgrims to go to America. Revolution happened, and then we got the heck out of Dodge. As one does. like, and again, there's some interesting history that it's just a lot of it does get suppressed in just for the sake of shenanigans most of the time, which is what I think is actually sad, that, you know, some are so focused on trying to make a certain group look good that they legitimately ignore most of history. Like, you know, like, and not just Black people, like, and I will fully admit to people, I don't know that much about like Mexican history because my everything here refuses to acknowledge that Mexicans exist, even though they're literally everywhere. Like, and I'm not just saying Latin Americans, I mean like actual like Mexicans. Like, some people think like, you mean Latin Americans like from Colombia and all, and I'm like, no, just straight Mexican. Like, they have the Mexican flag everywhere. I'm just talking about Mexicans, you know. You have some Colombians here though. Yeah, we're gonna have a Colombian festival, which is nice. We didn't have that a couple years ago because of racism, you know. Yeah, history is written by the victor, but we miss out on so much cool stuff. Like, you know, as terrible as this sounds, I learned about the Day of the Dead from like, what was it, Elena of Avalor. I'm like, man. Disney is shit, but Disney sometimes accidentally does the work. Like, they don't even mean to do it, they just do it by accident. You kind of brought daylight on a CCU holding AR-15. Golly. The Zama Marine Cartoon Network removed the Speedy Gonzalez cartoons because of him being a stereotype, but then thousands of Hispanic people demanded him back because they liked him. So, like, again, like, I understand, like, one thing I've come to understand is that representation is different to different people. Like Black representation is a little all over the place because of the weird relationship that America has with Black people. But, like, not all minorities are treated the same, you know? Italians love Mario and Luigi. And I think it's because, like, you know, like Hispanics, like Mexicans and all that, they're treated differently than like Black people are. And as a result, like, they get really different representation, and it's fascinating to me. You know? Like, it's fascinating because, like, unlike with a lot of like other cultures, like, Black people don't really get that connection back anywhere. You know, like, you know, if you're like, you know, Hispanic or like Mexican, at least you kind of know where your people are coming from. Most Black people don't have that connection. Maybe if you're Caribbean, but not if you're African American. Most of us don't, you know? And so as a result, it always creates this really awkward situation because a lot of us don't have a connection back to anything. There's no, oh, what tribe are you from? Or there's none of that shit. There's just, I'm vaguely from over there. I'm vaguely from over there. I don't even know what part of Africa I'm descended from, to be quite honest. And I refuse to do any 23andMe. I refuse to do that shit. That stuff was creepy to me. You know? Like, I would love to know, but like, I'm just like, I have no idea. But like, one day I would like to know. Be like, where'd my ancestors get kidnapped from? You know? Like, but yeah, but like, I don't know, I just think it's kind of interesting. Like, I do feel sorry for redheads though, because their representation is a weird like trade-off with Black people, and like no one understands why. I know why, because this is a secret, but if you're Irish descent, I'm sorry, but you are the Black people of the white people. Literally. People don't talk about it because of course not, but I'm just like, damn. The weird hate for the like anyone who's like descended from Irish comes out in the like it do. Like, why? Like, that's kind of why like white trash exists. It's literally referring to like Irish people, but no one brings it up in the conversation because they're too busy being like, no, that can't be. I'm like, look, it's okay, it's gonna be all right. But no, like, because again, I've done my research, and this is stuff they don't talk about because, of course, not. I think it's important. Since you mentioned Disney, I think that Disney Disney's Primos is the only time that Mexican people actually got legit mad at a cartoon. Disney is really messed up big time, even if they got the they even got them, yeah, even if they even got the Mexicans angry, that's bad. As an Englishman, I can confirm we did many bad things to them because they died from the potato famine. Not the potato, oh my god, I remember the potato famine. But these things I think are important to understand overall. I am trying to make a point, by the way. Not because that's why I don't like when people just kind of try to make it white people bad, because white people go through shit too. It's because they're like, depending on what flavor of white you are, because yes, even the white people got flavor, you know. But because they're so busy thinking like, well, no, we're all just one gigantic glass of milk or whatever. And then when something happens, they don't know how to handle it because they're like, this shouldn't be happening to me. Not realizing that they've been lied to their whole lives. Mayo and garlic mayo are two different flavors. Exactly. Not all mayonnaise is the same. Sometimes they got garlic in there. But that's why I think it's kind of sad that, because I see it sometimes where, like, you know, like the non-melanated go through shit and no one wants to empathize with them because they're like, what are you complaining about? You know? Like, you know, and it's sad because they spent like so much effort trying to make sure that there's no representation for anybody, that when something happens, they're like, why is this happening to me? How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. And I'm like, and everyone's just like, well, I mean, what are you complaining about, dude? You know, you always get what you want. What are you mad about? Oh. Because I meant to do this one. And so it's kind of sad, like, you know, there's no empathy left because it's like, you know, you spent so much time burning all those bridges, you know? Oh no, I want it maybe a little bit darker. Yeah. I want it to be a little similar. I don't want it to be this. Okay, there we go. I don't want it to be the same skin tone. Yes. Like Avenue Q, everyone's actually, yeah, everyone is a little bit like racist. Like anyone who says that they are not racist whatsoever is lying. Everybody is, but it's not to the same degree. Because remember, you can still be racist and not want everyone to die. like I don't. That sounds bad, but it's true. Because some people think, well, I can't be racist. I want everyone to live, and I'm like, that's not the point, Jerry. Just like sometimes it's, you know. I don't want to see like any type of POC like have an inspiring story that isn't specifically slavery based, or, you know, like this character can't date this character because they're some type of POC, you know, like that's where that stuff tends to crop up at. A lot of people don't think that that's racism, you know, because they're told it's not violent, so it can't be. But not all racism is violent, and I know people hate when I have these conversations, but they're important. You know, I like how Twitch like literally censored that. Thanks, Twitch. Let's say South American. When I hear white trash, I think negative America stereotypes like my gun rights, one man, one woman, fair freedom. Yeah. You make me think about a bit of from Josh Johnson's stand-up. Like, now Elon got the racists upset, and you know, the way they say South American at him, it almost feels bad. Or South African. Yeah, because the thing is, technically, Elon is more African than me because he was actually born there. I found the best way to bond with others is using casual racist jokes that with those who are comfortable with them. Laughter brings us all together. Yeah, the only reason I don't is a lot of times when people talk to me, the end goal is just to say the N-word. That is the end goal. If someone engages with me and tries to push my buttons, it's just so they can say the N-word. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I know why that's the end goal, but it is the stupidest end goal I've ever heard. Is they're like, I see that black woman over there. I'm gonna see how I can get to say the N-word. I'm like, you already say it, you idiot. Why do you gotta say it to me? like, I kid you not. Like when someone says they have edgy humor around me, it's almost always they just want to say the N-word to me. That's always what it is. That is the end goal, is to say the N-word, and maybe something about the Ku Klux Klan were right or some shit, because I'm not Jewish, so they can't use Hitler. So I'm just like, why? It is the stupidest thing. If you see someone who is not of the melanation persuasion actively seek out someone just to say offensive shit, it's just so they can say the N-word to a black person. It is the stupidest goal I've ever heard of. Like, I'm just like, you could have done anything and that's your goal, because it's a weird flex on non-melanated people. You know, being like, I get to say stuff that my ancestors said, maybe said to you, even though probably your ancestors were not the ones saying it. It was probably, your ancestors were probably working for those people, but whatever. Never say that to these people, they will shoot you. Yeah. But that's why, like, I think these discussions are important to have. Like, not even in the, you shouldn't be a racism, because everyone knows that already, but actually breaking down how some of this stuff actually happens in real life, because no one really talks about that, or when we do, it's always dismissed, being like, you're overthinking it. I'm like, no, I'm not. This is looking so fucking cute, by the way. I love it so much. Anyway, it's like, as I talk about them, I talk about racism while basically drawing this biracial couple. The irony! Yes, the irony is not lost on me. It's lost on you. But no, it's a really weird prize night, and like, I understand why it happens, because I don't know what's up with like 20 somethings and younger, and maybe like random 30-year-old men who just want to flex in the weirdest way possible, probably in one of the few ways that they can, you know. It's like, I always like to learn jokes against white people. Gotta learn all the comedy and laugh along. Like, ugh. I usually try my best not to make fun of white people, but God, sometimes it's really hard not to. Like, I'm just like, God dang, I'm trying to be nice to y'all. Like, I'm trying to be nice, I'm trying to be understanding, but y'all could be doing, sometimes y'all be doing some shit. I'm just like, can't say anything. I gotta be on my best behavior. Like, bring it on, it's funny, no. It's good for the I'm just sitting there being like, man, because they'll be like, every single time they're like, they made so-and-so not white, oh, they're taking our representation. I'm like, y'all have well over like thousands of years of representation, and you're complaining about one? And then like, my thing is, I have this analogy, right? Here's my analogy. Like, for example, when I'm drawing stuff like this, I'm technically adding a cake to the table, okay? This is me adding a cake to the table. But some of these people will be like, oh, they replaced the cake. They replaced our vanilla pound cake with chocolate. How dare they? And they're just ignoring the pound cake right there. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's not gone. It's right there, but they're ignoring it so they can be mad about someone bringing chocolate. Like, somebody will be like, oh shit, there's 2 cakes. But these people will be like, how dare they replace our chocolate cake? Or how dare they replace our vanilla pound cake with chocolate cake, and just ignore the vanilla cake right there. It's like, they just have to turn their head and they'll see it, but they'll be like, oh, replacement. I'm like, are you serious, you bitch? Like, come on. I still remember the coworker doing the great joke against me on that one time, and I won't say it here, but after that we got on much better work. Oh, God. Like, I'm just like, ugh. Like, I usually don't like do like, because I don't necessarily like offensive jokes, that's why I don't really do any. Like, because I know that, like, because most of the dark humor I actually like is just death-based, not race-based, which is why I don't necessarily care for like race-based dark jokes. I like the death-based ones, the ones that are just like the joke is everyone dies. Like, that's my favorite type of dark joke. It's just like, everyone dies. I'm like, man, that's kind of depressing, actually. That is what I like. There we go. Oh boy, I have some jokes for you after stream that, oh no. Oh wait, if they're death-based, then yes. If they're race-based, please don't. I still want to be able to respect you. Oh, these are cute. Okay. Remember, kids, if you have a melanated person, make sure to give them paler palms, because that's accurate. Alright. And then give him some nice nails. In here. There we go. And there we go. Oops. Okay, there we go. I was like, what am I doing here? Anyway. I'm in death face, you silly old lady. Perfect. Playing with the grimmest cards and the Cards Against Humanity. Oh my god, Cards Against Humanity is an evil game, but also very funny. Like, if you like, because for me, again, if you get some death-based cards or something, I will lose my shit. Just like other people's sense of humor. What kind of monster do you think I like? And that's the thing, I normally don't mind people having like dark sense of humor, like, because again, what makes you laugh is what makes you laugh. I literally will see some offensive shit sometimes on like Twitter, and I will have an entire moment because I'm like, I should not laugh at that. That is bad. Laughing at that is wrong. But it'll still get a chuckle out of me. Like, I am not above anybody. I'm not gonna be like, if you laugh at that, then you're a monster. I'm just gonna be like, I should not find that funny. The fault is with me. That should not have been funny, but it still made me giggle. Like, straight up, man, I will be done. Like, I will just be like, oh, god damn it, I should not. But I still do. Like, I will so fucking laugh at some of that shit. Like, man. Oh lord, I don't even remember the one I think it was like, I'm not gonna say what it was, but it was like, it literally just made me cackle because of how fucking dumb it was. I'm like, man, my sense of humor is broken. I should not be laughing at this shit, but goddamn, it was funny. There we go. Like, just every single fucking time, I'm just like, man. Like, because I can't just pretend something isn't funny. Because some people be like, but was it funny? But me, I'll just be like, nope, I'm done. It's over for me. Like Grand Auntie said to me once, bad things happen in this world. Sometimes the least you can do is find some good in it, even if it's to laugh at. Yeah, like I made my mom laugh one time because I was talking about my dead uncle. Like, it was a bad joke, but it was also really funny. Because he had just passed away and she was grieving, understandably, because I actually like this guy a lot too. He's like my uncle, or this uncle in particular, because I have like 5 uncles, but like this uncle was like Snoop Dogg at home, if that makes sense. That's what he was like. My uncle was like Snoop Dogg at home, and I loved him. Like, I miss him sometimes, you know. But yeah, he was literally just Snoop Dogg at home, so he was fucking weird. Like, he was so great. Let's see here. My great who pointed me out at church that one time also does eulogies to make everyone laugh. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. Let's see. We're almost there. I promise I'll be finished one day, chat. But no, but like I think it's like good to kind of like just, because not everything's gonna go well all the time. I'm not saying like, you know, to freaking trauma dump on people. Please don't do that. Do not trauma dump on people. Because I swear to God, sometimes I'll be minding my own business and someone's like, this horrible thing happened to me, and I'm like, well, it's too late for me to tell you not to tell me, but damn. Like, because sometimes you can't, you know, when you just can't stop people from deciding to do the trauma dumping, and you're just kind of stuck, you know. Man, that is so annoying. Or you're just trying to like live your life and someone's like, I'm gonna chum it up like right now, and I'm like, no, please. But it's too late and I already did it, and you're like, god dang it. And then you're just gonna have that awkward moment where you're trying to like, you know, rewrite yourself. Okay. Then you just be like, oh god dang. He's like, you already like dump trucked me. I'm upside of the family. They never does black attire for funerals. It's mandatory to come in bright colors. My great auntie and grand all dressed in big hats, usually bright church attire colors, and they were literally every color of the rainbow. That is cute. I actually love that. That's adorable, actually. Because, you know, yeah, it's sad, but like, it's also just kind of, I think it's also just kind of good for people to like celebrate, because like and again, how you celebrate things is how you celebrate, or not celebrating a funeral, like, you know what I mean. God dang. As I'm late for the meeting, got held over at work. That's fine, Sword. How you doing? I'm drawing the gay. That is literally, I'm just gonna keep saying it like that. Like, how you doing? I'm drawing the gay. I hope you're doing good. Let's see. Perfect. Not the gay, not the gay. Yes, I'm drawing the gay. Look at this. I was gonna say it's gayness and the anus, but that is not proper. That is not say so. You shouldn't be saying stuff. Don't say that, kids. We shouldn't be saying such nefarious things. That would be wrong. Wait, did I make your eyes like, or did I want to make them like hilariously line green? Did I want to make them line green? I feel like gold is better. Anyway. What? Why is he blushing? There's nothing wrong with uppies. No, he's just like comforting his bae. And I turned the blushing up too high. There we go. Anyway. I have evidence of you doing this, and first of all, no, you can't be clipping shit. You are forbidden. You are forbidden from clipping me, you little gremlin. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my god. Look at this shit. It's adorable. Even has some like comfort butt pats going on down here. He's like, he has to squeeze his butt for comfort. I'm going out. Y'all need to stop me. Why y'all keep letting me do shit? Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to like be like, Semi, you have a problem. And I'll be like, no, I must continue. Ma'am. Okay, how am I gonna do? Well, first, I'm gonna do. But Sword, you missed it. I got stuck in a like smooth, sultry voice. Thankfully, I got rid of it. But good lord, it was really annoying to get rid of. Let's see. It's not our fault. You can't stop doom scrolling. X, look, don't call it that. It's Twitter. How dare you? I tell you to stop, but you tell me to go home and put more fruit in. That's besides the point. Niles, you're gonna have to try harder. Would you even stop if we told you to? Well, no, but you still have to make an effort. Like that was the contract you signed. You still have to try to stop me, even if I'm not gonna listen to you ever. Let's see. Do I want to use this? No, I want something a little like. Okay, this works better. He's so adorable. He's doing his best. There we go. I have to do the colored line work because of course I do. I think it just makes it a little bit softer, you know? Makes it all nice and soft. But like I could potentially listen to you guys one of these days. You don't know. You know, like one of these days you're gonna be like, Chevy, stop, and I'll be like, you know what? I think I will. And then everyone will be super surprised, be like, oh my god, somebody listen to us for once. We're finally gaining the upper hand. And then I will rip that, like, you know, that victor away from you in one fell swoop, being like, ah, you fools. I will never listen to you. You'll be like, oh man. We thought we were finally getting somewhere. It doesn't say anything about that on the contract. Oh wait, there's the text. Exactly. See, this is, I've taught you all a valuable lesson. This is why you're supposed to read your contract so this doesn't happen to you. Don't let this happen to you. Don't get randomly debated into a terrible contract with an Eldritch Dragon. Make sure to read your contracts, everybody. And now you're all stuck. You're stuck with me, and there's no escape. Anyway, let me stop doing that. One of these days, joke's on you. I can't read. Not the DW. Like, not the DW. God, I hate DW. Like, did anyone else remember her from not Arnold, Arthur? God, I hated DW with a passion. That girl was the most she's not as bad as like Caillou or whatever. Caillou was like the worst child ever, but like, god damn, DW was a freaking nightmare. I'm like, god, why is the kid so bad? Like, why is she like this? Like, and the parents would always just do whatever she wanted. Like, god dang, she was so bad. And like Arthur couldn't get away with shit with that little gremlin around. I'm like, man, like, we look at that. I'm not this kid's mom. I would totally like give her a talking to, like, but you know, like normally, like the way a normal parent would, you know, just be like, DW, stop that shit, you know. Yep, yes. Because she was the bratty younger sibling. Look, I had a younger sibling, and for the most part she like behaved herself, you know, like she wasn't that bad. But like DW though, that girl needed to like get hit with a truck or something, because man, she was annoying. She's like, I'm gonna just violate your privacy because I'm a little dick. I'm like, oh my, like, why should I? Just do that. There. Oh, this looks so good. This looks so good, Captain. I was like, looking good, looking good. No. Oh, and let's do yours. Keep yours nice and simple. I am so ordering pizza after this, not gonna lie. Definitely ordering pizza. I'm kind of hungry, you know? Clearly, Arthur should have taken a page from your book and tried to sell it to DW. I mean, he could have gotten away with it. Like, but then again, no, like, knowing like this goddamn show, no one would want to buy DW. She's like the worst. They're like, ugh, no, she's annoying as hell. Let's see, where's our pizza? Well, okay, all right, kids. Well, what do you want on your pizza exactly? What do you want on your pizza? What do you want on pizza? Tell me. Let's see. Okay, and now I'm gonna do my shadows. I'll just use this color for now, just because it's a little bit easier. Okay. I'm trying to keep the shadows a little simple. Pineapple and ham, we'll give you like 3 slices of that. That'll be just on yours. Let's see. Here we go. Pepperoni, olives, and extra cheese. Yep. Okay, well that's pretty standard. That's pretty standard. That should be doable. And this. Yeah. Okay. Put that there. Here and like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Oh, like onions, ham, and ground meat. What the ground meat? Y'all be putting that in your pizza? Damn, we just get pepperoni and shit. Jeez, y'all be getting the fancy shit. Look at that. Like, ground meat, damn. But I'm trying to keep the shadows as simple as possible so I don't like freaking scream. Go. Ah, anyway. Ground beef is a standard here? Really? Damn. Like it kind of, like, I think you can get it in some places here, but it's definitely not the norm. Like, definitely not the norm. Do yours. Yeah. Actually, it's just gonna have like that. And then we're gonna have this because of the shadow. Okay, good. Trying to keep my shadows at least a little bit consistent. Yes. Okay. We're almost done, I promise. Okay. It's like, damn it, Sammy, I want pizza. Well, get pizza! If you want pizza, get some pizza! Pepperoni is a good alternative, though. Okay. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. It's like, but yeah, like, we'll probably do, like, you know, we'll probably do, like, a meat lovers, you know, we'll probably do a meat lovers, you know? I could always just get the ground beef, like, separate. I could just get it separate, and that'll be fine. Just cook it independently. Trying to save money. And like, save money? How dare you? Not on my watch. Fuck that shit. You ain't saving jack. You ain't saving nobody. It's like, no one is safe. Let's see. Do like that. Should be good. Okay. Alright. I might have to change the... Okay. Make this a little paler. It don't need to be that dark. Okay. Oh, a little problem right here. Yeah. Perfect. Anyway. Alright. Let me just fix a few things here. There we go. Some of these look a little wonky. Okay. And then... Where is it? Okay. And... I'll probably put that up here, actually. Tell me, what are you doing? I am doing things. Stuffing things. I kind of base these, I forgot which culture actually has them, but they have these really cool sashes that have like a lot of beautiful designs on them, so I'm basically adding that. I think it looks good. Yes. Oh, my random humming. Oh no, not my random humming. Okay. Perfect. And then wait, no, I want the brush for this. Domino's is closed, damn. Rough. That's rough, buddy. Damn. Who would have known? That. Let's see. Let me go back up here. I promise freedom is just around the corner, chat, I swear. Okay. This looks so cute. Okay. Actually, let me do this. Where's the hair at? My nostril. Oh god. Oh god. Ow! Or wait, do I want to do that? I might just go out and get some Taco Bell. Not gonna lie, I might just get some Taco Bell. Because that also sounds very viable right now. Just get some Taco Bell, right? Wait. I guess I'm like, oh wait. Do I feel like it depends on what I feel like, you know? I'm like, oh, I kind of feel like Taco Bell. But I also still feel like pizza. Damn. Life is rough, you know, chat? Life is rough when you don't know what to do. You know? You don't know how you got here, or what's happening, or who stole, like, the last Baconator. You know, all you can do is just sit there and wonder. Wonder and wait. Like, how did we get here? Who are we? It's like, who are we? So here. Yeah. That. And... Anyway, this is my beautiful house. How did I get? No, sorry. This is my beautiful house. This isn't my beautiful wife. How did I get it? Watching the days go by. Oh God. You can tell I'm a simpleton. Let's see. Oh man. There we go. Okay. That. What do you think about the meta sash earlier? I think so. Same as ever. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Yeah, same as it ever was. Terrible. There we go. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. Let me just some soft light. Okay. And I really do like how this this came out here. Like, it came out like really good in my opinion. Like, I really like this. Like, I like the I kind of also like just the fact that like Broham is just looking off to the side because he doesn't know how to feel about this. Like, he's just not sure. He's like, I don't know if I'm doing this right here, man. Like, he don't even know. He don't even know. I know I was about to be like, Scotty doesn't know. I hate that song. I'm not gonna lie, I actually hate like that song, Scotty Doesn't Know. Like, I straight up do not like that song. Like, it just feels so rude, you know? Like, it feels like such a rude song, like just bragging about Scotty and his goddamn cheating girlfriend, and I'm just like, man, Scotty, you can't be this oblivious. Are you just secretly into it, Scotty? That's what I used to think. I used to think that Scotty was actually just secretly into it, but he wants it to be authentic, you know? He's just like, if I tell them, then they'll stop, and they'll, like, you know, like. So I'm just like, that's like, but he just keeps doing it, you know? Let's see. So my headcanon is that, like, you know, Scotty's secretly into it. I gotta figure out their eyes. Shit. Let me get your eyes now. Hi, kitty. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. You want Chimpkin? You want chimkin? Okay, let me get you that chimkin. 1 second. Let me get the chimkin. Lies! It's a comically huge piece of butter. Butter, 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 butter. It's just like, yes, let me get the chimkin. Lies. Like, you fiend. He's funny. Oh, I was like, where am I going with this? Oh, I'm going into the eyeball. Into the eyeball zone. Let's see here. Oh, I would go up here for this. Perfect. And then we gotta go up to you. Oh, I gotta fix up some of that smudge in there, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I am in the wrong spot again. My favorite thing, being on the wrong layer. There we go. Oops, nope. Okay, so I just gotta fix a little bit of the smudgeroni in there. Got a little bit of smudgeroni. Didn't I? I was gonna say, what the fuck did I put it? Let's clean up some of this, shall we? Butter assault. It's a salt and buttery, excuse me. But don't worry, it's one salt. It's one salt and buttery. There you go. So they can't get me in court. I should probably use the right one. Okay. Perfect. Just a little bit. Okay, and then I gotta fix something down here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. He's so scared. He doesn't know what to do with these feelings. These feelings of comfort. He's a very confused man. Don't tell me how to categorize my trauma. Oh god. No, we can't eat the feelings. His feelings is from his boyfriend. Let's see. I think I need to add a little bit more depth right here. Let's see. Oop, nope. Wrong brush. We're almost free. No, we're not. I only say that to give you a false sense of security. You think you're gonna escape? Not on my watch. And just stop. Oh my god. Hi Luca. Hello, hello. How's my favorite flashlight? How you doing? I still said flashlight, by the way, not the other one. That almost sounded kind of bad just now, though. I'm just like, oh, that was kind of close. Let's see. Escape daily? No. I mean, I can eat as no. You cannot eat. You cannot eat my beautiful. What is? Okay. Okay. Oh, hello. Welcome in. Hello there, Raiders. It is I, Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mom Boss. How you doing? I was not being hilariously distracted by something stupid, but how are you? How are you doing today? Oh, but yes, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having a great day. What were you doing? What were you doing? I'm drawing the gay, as is tradition. But how art thee? Let's see here. Is something stupid. What? Kitty, no! Kitty, behave. Or else I'll trick you into eating like broccoli again by hiding in a donut. Doing good, playing the repo. Oh, is that the new meta game everybody's playing now? Also love the gays. Look at them, they're so cute. That was horrible. It was for the greater good, kitty. It was for the greater good. Oh, good. Monster Hunter Wilds is so fun. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds is super fun. He sees. Like, you just look at him. He's just so shy down there. I'm like, no, look at him. He's so cute. He's like, you know, he's like hugging his comfort twink, you know. Let's see. What's this? Okay. I kinda wanna. Oh, wait, no. What I wanted to do was use this. Anyway. Exactly, emotional support twink. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Yes. Anyway. Yeah, super shiny hair. Super shiny people holding hands. Stop. Okay. I think. Oh, I was like, why does this look a little weird? And it's because I forgot to put the dark line back here. There. The dark line of justice. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. I wanted to. Let me just go ahead and merge all this together because honestly, it's not going to get that much better. We're going to just merge all of this together. Oh, what is this? That's the color. Okay. We're going to merge. And then we're going to do. But yeah, this is basically, I was doing like couple dynamics I don't see very often, and I don't see this very often, which is basically this this pairing here. I don't see it very often where you like, you know, you have like the smaller one being like the dark skinned one and like the bigger one being like the spontaneous blonde for some reason, you know, like you don't see that very often. I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make the ship I've always wanted, you know, with our lovely, beautiful, like, twink man, even though everyone thinks it's a lady, but I don't care. You know, I'll be looking because I have to wake up early for my stream. I have fun with art. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for stopping by and for raiding. I hope you have a nice rest. I think I need like a few more. Let's see. Oops. No. There we go. No. Let's see here. And let's just delete that. There we go. Yeah, but I like this a lot. I think this is like really cute with the two. Oh, look, he's dancing with him. Anyway, let me stop. Let's see, so I'm gonna put that down and feel like oh no, that's not what I want to do. Not what I want to do at all. Delete that. Okay. What I want to do is right here. And then just multiply. I just want to add just a little. Like this will make sense eventually. No, it won't. This will never make sense. Anyway. And okay. Oh, that's the thing I want to do. I wanted to kind of soften some of the lines here. There we go. I'm like, yes. I wanted to soften some lines. That's what I want. Alright. There. Okay. Yeah, I think I just kind of wanted to do like that, just a little bit of softness there. Okay. Actually, I don't want that. Because that looked weird. Okay. So do I want this even? Let's see. I don't think I want to do anything else to it, actually. Merge this down though. But yeah, I think we're good. I just have to choose like a background color and then we should be good to go. Okay. Straighten that out a little more. Yes. Okay. Good. Background color. Let's see. Because I could do my normal blue. Let's see, what color do I want to use? Color correction. Okay. That looks cute. The one that helps both of them stick out. That's some darn good art. Yes. Hello. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm drawing a beautiful, like two beautiful men being very cute together. Looking worse. I didn't. I kind of like the yellow actually. Like, I kind of like it. What's on the other side? No. Nope. Worse. Terrible. Ooh. Ugh. I think he blends in too much. Let's go with... Just take this for a second. One thing I keep forgetting to do is this trick I learned to see if your saturation is good. Let's see. Well, it's not that bad. Could be better. Because I don't want it to be completely better or worse. That's kind of worse. I don't know. What do you guys think, chat? Stop. You know, I got no skill because I saw the blue and was like, oh, that's nice, and then you physically gagged. No, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I be like that. Don't mind me. Let's see. Expand by 10. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a nice thick background. Let's see here. Boop. Let's actually do I do like that's a little too thick. Let me expand it by like 5 because I don't want it to be like this bold outline though. Let's do about like 3. Because sometimes it looks like ass, and we can't be having that. I think that's actually a little better. Okay. So I can erase some of that. Makes a nice effect, I think. Alrighty. Cool. So, okay. And maybe I should just go back to blue, actually. Oh no. I mean, this is keeping them a little bit more popping out of the background. They're a very precious couple. Like, I like them a lot. Like, this is cute. I would literally, like, I would literally ship these two, even though they were literally created for each other. But that's beside the point. That is too big. But like, I love these two. They're so cute. Like, ugh, that is not where I want that. I don't want it up here. Let's see. Tone this down a little. That's just, oh god. Okay. I think these are good. I just need... Oh, I did not mean to use white for that. Fuck. Kidding. I'm supposed to use this one. Sorry about that, chat. Perfect. Anyway. But, I don't know. Like, I think the blue is better for contrast, but I also kind of like the yellow. Ugh. I know I could just use like white, but that feels like bad. Cause like he kind of pops a little bit more in the yellow, weirdly enough. Like, ugh. Chat, what do you think? What do you think, chat? I don't know. Talk to me, please. I don't know what to do. It's kind of like a little bit like. I was talking. That's not what I meant. Does the blue look better or does that yellow look better? Because I'm kind of partial to the yellow. Like, ugh, but the blue though. But the yellow. I think it's because the yellow helps like his eye pop out. Yellow, yeah, kind of. Blue looks better. Fuck. What? Like, ugh. Like, cause like the yellow is just like, Yellow may mix too much with the barbarian's hair. Yeah, well, that's why I kind of put that like that outline there, you know. But because technically his hair is like darker than the background. Ugh. Why is that so hard? Okay, okay. Bellow, ew. Not the bellow. Maybe it's because I just don't like the particular blue. Maybe that might be what it is. Like, maybe I just don't like how like dark it is. Let me try this instead. That is worse. Kinda. It could be an asshat and just choose pink. You just make this gay as hell. Just make it pink. Like just this obnoxious pink. And you can just make it like, be like, ah, look, they're in love or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but I don't know. It feels like it feels like it clashes still. Like, I like how in black and white this looks fine, but the minute I put color there, everything goes to ass. Well, definitely not that. I kind of like the pale yellow. Like, I don't know, because yellow also can mean happiness and stuff. Like, I think that's why I like it so much. Because like his hair is differentiated from the yellow, like because of that black background I did. We're doing yellow. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Less vibrant than the hair, which makes it pop more. Yeah. I think I'll do that. It's so fucking cute though. Okay. Then I'm sticking with this. You know, we'll add some text. Add some text. Let's see. He's comforting his boyfriend. He's like, my handwriting is shit. there. Let's see. There. Let's see. All right. No, even better, I'll just be like. There we go. Let's see here. Just so people don't think this is platonic or anything. Because we can't be having that the one time I don't make something platonic. There we go. There we go. The one time. Oops. Yep. Ah. There we go. Boop. Boop. There. There we go. We have done it. We've done it, chat. We've done it. Ow. Okay. All right. Now that I have finally succeeded in creating my very first actual canon yaoi couple. I'll say thank you very much for the subscribble. Free subscribble? One of those. Thank you! Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you very much, Azura. So, alright. Azura, not Azura. God damn it. They're not the same person! Okay, but now that we have done it, I'm gonna find somebody to raid. I'm tired and, yes. I think this came out really well, though. I think this came out really good. You know? Let's see. Today. Oh, wait. I think it's also, Blazet's birthday? Yeah, today is, I believe, Blazet's birthday. Yes. I think this is actually their birthday this time. So, but thank you very much, everybody, for stopping by, for just kind of, you know, hanging out with me. I know it got a little rough in the middle there, but you know what? We'll be fine. Right. Because sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable, and sometimes there's random BL. So, it's just random BL. Just be like, Semi, I never want to do this again. If it makes you feel better, there's actually another couple that's a man and a woman, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, go. And then lastly, let me do my other one. But thank you very much. If you are watching the VOD or watching on YouTube, don't forget to behave, be good, and don't be a menace. Love you very much. You're wonderful and you matter. There you go. But again, thank you very much, everybody, for stopping by. I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to be posting on Twitter in like a minute. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, next week, I don't know what exactly I'll be doing. I might be streaming D&D. I might not. So we'll see. We'll see. Or I'll still be streaming, but I don't know if I'm going to stream D&D. Anyway, love you very much. Bye. Say hello to Blazy for me. Bye.